Yeah. Right. I think we are on. We're going to do a little introduction. We've got a couple of viewers in a minute. So before we get really going into it, just share it. Please. Share it all over me. Yeah. Right then, folks. Not many minutes in a minute. That will pick up. We are just through the lag, and it looks like Brad has won the lag against the fire. We are joined tonight. I'm going to talk about this, open that sort of stuff out. We are joined tonight in the commentary box with, I've done the commentary with this gentleman before, and I have to tell you it was an absolute pleasure to laugh at anything. Mr. Callum Lewis in the house, and just coming off the bat, it was just meant to be. He didn't want to do it. All jokes aside, you've got our game here. Mr. Stable can confirm himself on echo. That would be nice. I don't want to go for the folks. I think it's Wayne Fryer was in the 80s, late 90s, the world number one. Wow. Pole in the world. Yeah, moved to Technique a few years ago. Played one or two bombs around here. Just getting friendly with everyone. And decided to have a crack at this. Lives local, so why not? Yeah. So Brad's got it's really bad. Right. I need to find out why it's echoing. Let me try and sort that out. Okay, we'll do that bash. Turn them off. Maybe not as loud. Is that better? Testing 1 1 2. I've literally just gone round about. Maybe 2 hours, mate, possibly. Maybe you might be picking me up vice versa. Is that better, guys? Don't want it to be echoey. So Brad is off with the break, and his elbow break, and he's running into a little bit of early trouble in his frame. Not chipping, Well, yeah. Now, well, there was people. It's still bad. Bloody hell. We've done what Mr. What? No. Yes. Lovely. Well, that's nearly set for Brad Burrell. And there'll be plenty of people that say Brad can't win 10 frames tonight against the Fire. Now, don't get me wrong, you start Mr. Fire to show what we do in some races. But Brad's got to get that 10 pounds to compete. What you'll notice now, like in previous times we've done commentaries together, we don't press anything. It's all done on Q2 now, so they'll update the tablet out there, that'll update the score, we literally see the score. Yeah, it doesn't normally echo, and still telling me it is. Right, let me get over the lane. Try to turn my microphone off. Unplug and replace. Unplug and replace. It's all going to set up with me. Right, what we'll do, guys, we'll just come off commentary, because no one's swearing in commentary, and I'll try and get it resolved, because I know there's a way of doing it. We don't know there's a problem. 2 secs. Is that any better, guys, or are you still echoing? I'm struggling technically to get rid of the echo. Yeah, we'll be, mate. Being better than getting these mics about that echo. No, that's not where it's at. Brilliant. Okay, well, Matt, scrap guns, guys, because I'm not technically gifted to sort this out, I'm afraid. As much as I want to do it, there's nothing I can do because there's no one here to sort out, and I'm not really in a position to sort it. Sorry, guys. Get it resolved. We'll be back, but I don't know what to do. Right, I've just unplugged and plugged one back in. If that's still echoing, then I definitely can't fix it. Talk to me, guys, please. Real shame this, because I was looking forward to this game, so... But unfortunately, I am not the technical man. Better's not good enough, John. I need it not to echo at all, because it needs to not echo at all. So I've done all I can in terms of plugging it in and out. I'm about to do the same with the other mic. Alright, okay, that's cool. Alright, I'll do the other mic then. Just bear with me and see if that has an effect on that one. No, I haven't forgot to plug it in, Dan. I've tried getting the second mic working and it's not working. So that's probably where your echo's coming from, because I've got someone sat next to me. I don't know. But the second mic that I need on, I can't get on. So I'm using, this is the mic obviously that's next to my seat, but The other one that I've just plugged in now, in working now. Right then guys, we're going to go to a solo mic. I've put it into the centre, just as we're about to see Brad just go 2-0 up. Please tell me if you are getting an echo. And then what I'll do... I think we'll be okay. So just let me know guys, because then obviously I can get cracking on. Didn't obviously expect to have any technical issues, but sometimes these things happen, especially when you're not technically gifted in this area. But 2-0 to Brad Burrell. Many people predicted Brad wouldn't even get to 10 frames. I will do score predictions in a minute once I've established that we are good and we are ready to go. Right, lovely. John Moyer will do for me. I'm just going to go get young Callum Lewis. Well, that was his return cut short. He'd been here 30 seconds, but let's get him back because he is a good giggle and he does have a good perspective on the game. And then I will get started. Brad has made another ball on his break. His break's massive tonight. This could be good for him. This could be good for Brad. This is massive. Loads of people saying Brad couldn't get 10 frames. Not saying the game's over or anything like that. But what a start for the bullet. Let me grab Callum and I'll be right back with you. Just shut that door too, don't close it all the way, go for lockdown. So what we've done, Cal, is I've gone to a centre mic. Oh. We're on a centre mic, mate, so that's fine, look like that.
Together, okay.
Yeah, no echo. Right, we've got you back now, Cal.
Yes, mate.
We're all good, we're all gravy. And Brad's 2-0 up.
Yeah, I just see it, mate. Good clearance,
What's all that about?
It was, he took it well under pressure, mate.
I just walked out there and Reece said to me, when Fry's going out, when it's 2-0, mate, calm down now, young man. Calm down. Right then, now we're back. We've got Callum Lewis back in the house with me.
He was commenting. Mr. Dan Green, you okay, mate?
And we've got some viewers now, Cal. So,
yes.
Let's have some score predictions. You've already managed to see that Brad's 2-0 up. Who's going to stick the neck on the line then tonight? Where are we going with this game?
Where you go instead?
I still think Wayne Fryer wins it.
Yeah.
I would give Brad more credit than saying he could win more than 10 frames, because a lot of people said he won't get to 10.
I think he will.
Oh, I think he will. I think it'll be a little bit closer than what you think. I think Wayne Fryer will win this 18-13.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, I'm off 18-13 or 18-14, mate. Yeah. Turn the mic off and put the subtitles on.
I don't know if he's being funny.
Yeah, he is.
Pato's gone in with 18-13
Brad. Go on, Pato.
21-17 Brad. Well, they'll do well, you know, John, because they're playing to 18, but that's a good guess.
Oh, white, he's off the white. He's off the white. Get in.
Now then, I'll tell you what. Brad will be watching this or stood back thinking, I'll tell you what, I've got a real chance here.
This is a bad start from Wayne.
I've got a real chance here. If he keeps, you know, if he lets Brad win, I don't know, let's say Brad wins the first 5 of the 7 frame, first 5 out of 7.
Well, goes 5-2 in front, yeah.
Wow.
Just keep him at arm's length, that's is he bad on the others?
Yeah, that's got a red safe.
That's not bad. Yeah, good prediction, Dan. 18-14, mate. Sounds alright, to be fair. I hope I'm wrong. I hope
Yeah,
Brad
I
wins.
mean, look, everyone loves an upset. Brad's a local. I mean, the only problem is if Brad wins, beats Wayne Fryer, you will never hear the end of it for the rest of your life. Brad will still be talking about it in the P&M when he's 76.
Oh, I beat Wayne. That's not the way.
18-0 to Brad, yeah.
Typical, comment.
The one thing I said to Brad earlier on is, like, because sometimes with Brad, he gets dead frustrated dead easy. Whereas when you watch Fryer, his temperament will stay the same all night.
Yeah, you can tell he's just cool at one level, yeah.
So it's Brad, if you have a bad frame or something just goes away from you or it's not going quite right, if you lose your head, you're playing into his hands, because this guy's been there and seen it all.
Yeah, of course he has, but he's in the ice level, hasn't he?
So
yeah, Brad lets one frame get to him too quick, I think, sometimes.
I'm pleased Dan's parted out the table, because I think Cal will vouch for this. Did you notice who was cleaning the match table ready for the game tonight?
Yes, I think it was you, mate.
Thanks for that. Yeah, just thought.
I thought it looks absolutely beautiful tonight.
I'm just pleased he said it looked great though. He didn't even know I cleaned it.
What's this tournament?
So basically, it was a 16-man sort of, if you like, invitational. For 16 of the finest from around Grimsby. Some of them probably getting him, like Brad's a young lad, he's not probably at their level yet, but showing tonight.
He's learning, mate, don't he?
But he deserved his spot. But then you got the likes of Clarkey, Cam Dunlop, Ryan Milson, Ewan Robertson, Blanchard, Jacko, the best that I could physically think of around town.
Yeah.
And they're just going to thrash it out in long races to 18.
So is it like a league then, whoever finishes top
of
of 16?
League is a knockout, but it's a long races comp. So basically they'll play tonight, whoever loses out, and whoever wins goes into the quarters. You've already got Jack Stinson in the quarterfinal, John Steele's in the quarterfinal, and Ewan Robertson.
So there's no Ryan Milson?
Milson's playing Cam Dunlop.
Oh, what's a good game?
Wayne Cam is playing Jacko.
Oh, another good game.
Paul Clark versus Jamie Smith. So Jamie Smith won Patter's comp last year, so we give him a spot based on that. I thought he deserved it. So he's got a tough draw there.
Yeah, because is Jamie Smith about Brad's level or
similar?
Yeah.
So there was one or two that was questioned and questionable.
Yes, Mr. Morton, you're okay, mate?
Danny Morton, bless him. We don't half miss that lad. So, all the goals just getting that pun in there as well. All cloths are all tables recloth 17, 18. So cool. Right, so we've talked enough about the introductions. We've introduced who's here and what we're doing at Warrior, and now it's down to the game. It's down to business. So Brad Burrell on yellows.
I just thought he was going to try and flip that one out. In the pocket, you use it as a little decoy and just come off it a little bit. That yellow must still pass.
I think he's going to try and drop it in and cut the yellow along the top rail. But calling shots on these players is like impossible.
You're right, sir. This is a chance.
It's only because like Brad plays with us on a Wednesday night, and he just this is the sort he goes for all this sort of stuff. He don't worry about flicks and tricks. He relies on his potting, and look at that. That's why. Very unfortunate.
He'll settle that though. He's going to screw into that black, couldn't he?
Fry's got loads of weights to do. There's not even really an obvious hiding place.
He's going 3-0 down, I think. It's early days, mate, but...
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Fryer will have been in positions where he's been ridiculously out of games and won them, He's seen it all, he's done it all, so no one wants to be getting excited and carried away because Brad's won 2 or 3 frames, that's for sure.
Well, like I said, he's, what was it, number 1, mate? Was it 70s, 80s, or
80s, late 80s, he was world number 1, he was from down south, so he played for England, all that sort of snaz. Played on Sky Sports, all that speed.
Wow,
done all that stuff. So he's got it. He's got the experience. But what I wanted from this, when this draw came out, I wanted it to be a competitive game. But I wanted it to be one of them games where you go, it's like an FA Cup. It's like Grimsby Town drawing Liverpool or Anfield.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah.
It happens sometimes, and let's be honest with you, that's probably doing Brad a discredit saying Grimsby Town v Liverpool. Brad's capable. Brad's a capable ball player.
I've won in 18 frames, of course he is. And he could have a bad night tonight, couldn't he?
Well, that's not great. That's absolutely horrific.
Cam just said I'm speaking to Cam Dunlop, he just said it's on the night as well. Yeah. It's on the night. Obviously, he's been at the top level on his experience, which will help him.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, Wayne might take a bit of time to get going, but Brad's been on the table earlier today, been throwing his arm around, so he's going to be queuing nice, Brad.
I was just going to say that's the right shot. That. Yeah, that's a great
Oh,
shot.
that's lovely.
That's a brilliant
Brad
shot.
couldn't
that
have
is.
dreamed for a better
That's
start.
a brilliant shot, that is.
Brad could not have dreamed for a better start.
That's the shot.
No pressure on the black at all. I mean, it's a drop in anyway.
Of course it is.
Superb. He's 3-0 up. And I'll tell you what, the crowd's with him as well.
Wow, that was a brilliant clearance, that. Yeah,
Right.
it was fairly simple, but Brad's worse than Tom, more like was on Thursday.
We have a 7 aside.
I was just say that footy, yeah.
Foden's our best player. He's the only one who knows how to defend. Well, I think
Well, the big wall at the back.
I think it's because people are scared of him.
Yeah, it will be.
They're around him.
Yeah, there will be. That's all it'll be.
No, Brad got a wish for a better start, but this is where Brad's got to sort of keep his temperament in his head because
Don't get too excited.
Yeah.
3-0 up.
so you're going 3-0 down, Brad can lose then and start getting a bit bitey. Going 3-0 up can work the other way. You can get too cocky, too keen, and that's where he could fall into a trap. He's just got to keep playing steady pull and playing the right shot, sensible pull.
I said to him earlier, it's the same as us, mate. He's only human, isn't he? So don't matter.
The amount of people that have said that tonight, if Brad B's wearing fire, it would be unbearable. But he'll have been.
He won't mention that much. What he said.
He'll never play my team anymore. He'll never play pull for me again.
Yeah, I think Brad. What's his guy game suited to the most? Then? Is it like slowing down, or is it like just break condition quick, or?
I'm not even going to sit here and say I'm an expert on him. The only thing I can comment is on when we did a Grimsby #1 comp across the road, not last year, before, and Fryer was not a cagey player. He was a sensible player, but believe me, when the balls was there to be had, he had them.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat Clarkey in the group stages, and then he went on to lose to Clarkey in the final.
Oh wow.
But it had been a long day. It had been a long day, and for all players, and Clarkey just had that sort of, I don't know, he just had a bit more in his tank than what Fryer did. But Fryer beat Ewan in the semi-final 9-1.
At QL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was at that tournament. I watched it.
You weren't in it.
No, I wanted it. No, not that tournament. No, I'm on about the one that Clint was in.
Oh yeah, Clint Anderson.
Yeah, I'm a different tournament, mate. Yeah.
So from what I've seen of Mr. Fryer, he's quite happy
That was poor.
He's
That
quite
was
happy.
doing it.
Yeah, he's
He's
struggling.
feeling it, isn't he? Yeah. He is. I thought he was.
He likes to have a go at the balls under there, but at the minute, I mean, I did say to him he'd been playing much, and he did say just bitting and bobbing. And sometimes when they tell you that,
Yeah, I don't
you
want
think
that. That's good excuse.
you don't know if they're just saying that. But I do genuinely believe that if he says he hasn't been playing massively, he might not have.
Yeah,
but
of course.
that's irrelevant. He's had 40 years of playing, so
Exactly, mate. It's not almost same as Brad, isn't he? So.
You know, Cam Dunlop's attitude is he'll turn up and play. Cam. Without practice, he said to me tonight, he said, I don't really need to practice, I'll turn and play, and if I'm right on the night, then I'll be good. And
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, that's
And I think that's a great attitude.
Yeah,
as well.
it is.
Blanchard's a bit the same. Blanchard is playing Mike Cable on Wednesday.
He's brilliant, Blanchard.
He hasn't been practicing at all. And he said, well, we'll just see on the night.
That's an interesting game, Cable and Blanchard, isn't it?
I think Cable's been playing a little bit more, but it'll be a good game, nonetheless. Right, Mr. Chunky Walker. So, this is why you're sat next to me, mate, because Chunky's here, and Patto's not here.
So I'm getting used as third reserve.
Not fair reserve, mate. If I'd have known you was if you was interested in doing the comms, mate, we'd have had you in the comms team group, won't we, Chunk? Because I have enjoyed doing it with you in the past. Remember that night when Blastland was playing a beanie and that picture come up with that dog?
Oh, don't repeat that.
Well, brilliant. Anyway,
Oh, cheers, Danny boy.
let's see now then. Brad Burrell.
Yeah.
One tough yellow he's got to find a way of getting it out.
And then remember we did Milson and K-Ball, didn't I? I did the first bit of that.
Yeah.
I remember K-Ball missing a ball to 7-2 or 6-2, and then Ryan went on and just caned him after that, I think.
Yeah, Ryan ground it out, didn't he? He
Yeah.
started really badly that night and then went on to win it and just really hard for him. So
Drained the life out
there
of
we
K-Ball,
go.
I
He's
thought.
playing a safety, yeah.
Yeah, so we should.
That's
a great shot.
Brad
What's a
Burrell.
shot, Brad?
Now
That's
then,
a shot.
now then, he's up for this tonight, isn't he?
Yes, Chunky, you alright, mate?
He's up for this, Brad,
He is.
isn't he? He had his poker face on there, you know. When I come in, I thought he's not acting about and playing up like he normally does. He's normally acting like an absolute nugget with him and Matty Lawton, but they are. Anybody that comes here will tell you it's like Kevin and Perry. But I thought he's just a little bit differently focused tonight, and I think fair play.
Oh, I tell you what.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, a little bit of luck like that. Just can't go Brad's way.
Brad's got to keep his composure here because everything is every little flick
is going his way.
Yeah,
but it all changes like instead.
And that is careless.
I think he can. I think
he's okay.
I think he can hit the element. Yeah, I think he can.
Yeah, he can.
Well, he's got a bit of work to do with the white.
But I don't think that's where he wants it to be. Yeah, that's a good recovery. He's fine. He's absolutely fine.
I thought it was low thinner, mate. It
No, it was fine.
easier than before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it can be deceiving on the camera angle, but that's fine. These should be going. These should be going.
Brad's level, mate. Oh, Brad, he didn't need to twist it that hard, did he? He gets his.
I've
Get cover off the
I've
yellow.
done the old commentator's case, haven't I? Bless him.
I think he's got rid of that, you know.
Wednesday night, anywhere in any general pub league, he's knocking them in.
Yeah, I don't miss, can't miss.
We're winning another frame. Yeah. Tonight a little bit different, but he'll be disappointed with that. But that's what I said to him the other one. When stuff like that happens, you can't let it linger. It's gone.
Yeah,
that shot's gone now.
Forget about it.
Even if he lost his frame now, it's gone.
Yeah, you got to forget about it, mate.
Now then, how's that gone? Well, he's I wouldn't say terribly, but he's left. I'll tell you what, he's left Burrell right sniffy here.
What's the JDP lounge? I'll just share it like that, or just go on live stream.
I think Dan's shared it, mate, so I don't think you need to, buddy. I think we're all good for the shares. He's just overrun his white a little bit here, you know, but he might be okay. He might be alright.
He's going to just run past the yellow and put it in the
Just coming
yellow.
into that
Yeah,
black. Look at that.
Shot.
Look at that, look. I'll tell you what, the crowd are liking it.
Right.
Now then, Brad Burrell. Now then, Brad. You know what? I mean, it's only 4-0. There's plenty of time, plenty of ball in this. But Wayne Fryer went for an enormous amount in the Calcutta, you know. An enormous amount.
Someone bought him.
Yeah, I think he went for about 400 quid.
Who bought him? But name it.
I remember who's got him now. 2 people own him. 2 people have got him. I can't remember who got him. But anyway, that's by the by. That's gambling, isn't it? That's
it,
what
mate,
happens.
that's it. Which way do I want to share it, mate? Which way? Or do you want a JD page?
No, you go on to YouTube and then you actually share it from YouTube wherever you want to share it. So it's not that one.
Okay.
Let's find the game.
Just steady to
That's one. That one.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, so.
Then you just share it from there, wherever you want to share it. I'll tell you what, Brad is breaking like an absolute monster tonight. His break is really, really strong and healthy. Really good break. 1 or 2 of the balls have just not gone quite his way. I think he'd ideally like yellows, but he's got a little bit of work to do.
Brad's on the yellows, is he, mate?
Yeah, Carl's just shared it as well, Dan, so we'll make sure we get it out there. But yeah, there's 35 viewers, 38, 40 viewers popping up. With more shares, the better, because let's be honest with you, if we can get it shared down south, there might be a few people who remember Wayne Fryer from back in the day. Well, he's opted for the Reds. And my lord, he's just driven an absolute class double in. And he
A bullet?
Yeah, and it was a bullet and all. I was just about to say, Brad looks strong on the table kind of way, and it's some bird called Lucy C. But it's Dan Ufton using someone's account. Look at that.
Oh, I think he's perfect.
I think he's all right, but again, the camera can be deceiving. He stayed down on his shot there, didn't he?
I don't want to be hitting the black here though. He's going straight in.
Viking Sash.
Oh, he's made a mess.
Who's Viking Sash? Viking Cash. Cal Lube voice that Owen as a commentator. You're getting rinsed here now, Cal.
Cal Lube, where's the Owen? Where's the Owen?
Our man, Mr. Dan Green, in the house. Dan, no doubt, will be in next year's, or next time we run this, no doubt whatsoever.
Dan Green.
Yes. Absolute player.
He's a good player, mate, very good.
He's a nugget, but he's a player.
I haven't seen him for a while, mate. I hope he's well. Brad's got a little bit of luck there.
Yeah, I think Brad might be in a wee bit of trouble though, or he should be.
Oh, he's put himself out of trouble, hasn't he?
I'm not sure about this. What's right? Is he good for, does he go for these? You know, he can play the yellow on the rail down off the red, and leave him on his last yellow.
If he leaves the white there, he's got. Obviously,
I think Mr. Fryer goes for these.
Yeah, he's going to, mate. He needs to because he makes a statement if he cuts these.
Well, I think it'd be nice to get one on board. I tell you what, I don't know if he's misjudging the table.
He is.
I'm not sure what he's doing here.
He ain't got his white, has he, at the minute?
He's really not got. Do you know what? Honestly, it's surprising me what we're seeing. I'm not even joking.
I think he's rattled.
I don't think he's acclimatised yet. I mean, Brad's come out like a rocket, but that was not a Mr. Fryer shot. That I don't know if he tried to nudge the Ellie, off the rail, because he come across with some force, didn't he?
I think he's hit too hard. I think he just played to put it in and pop the other.
Maybe.
Like you said, mate, I think he just can't judge the table, isn't he?
I mean, Brad's in a bit of trouble in this frame now.
He can't hit that red.
And I would definitely expect it if he's doing a knuckle shot, he's playing the Ewan Robertson shot. Oh!
That shot, Brad. Good shot yourself, that.
I like that bit of acknowledgement from Mr. Fryer.
Did he tap the table?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he acknowledged that.
Where's Brad's lounge top?
That's a very good point, actually, Dan. Dan invested in a top for the lad and he hasn't even put it on. How rude.
Play off the knuckles here, top left, yes.
Bloody hell, Chunk.
Chunk called it, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. That's commentator's iPhone, Chunks. Well, I'll tell you what, he's left him a punt at this. It's a big shot.
It's a massive shot. He screws it.
But he's left, I was going to say, he's left him off the whiteboard to screw into it, isn't he? Have a look, let's have a go.
Drop it in. Oh, yeah, that's so hard.
I'll tell you what, though, if that had gone in, the crowd would have took the roof off.
Yeah, because he don't miss the ball, does he?
No.
That's not the worst situation, you know. Obviously, he's going to be a snooker next ball.
Yeah, he's not left Fryer masses to go at, though, has he?
I'd just flick off the yellow only and just leave him snooker down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Oh, he's going the other way. That's right, he's got away with that. He's lost the yellow there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem now, is he's put we say a yellow safe. I mean, these guys don't have safe balls in the point model. I mean, the black's no picnic now, but...
This is a shot. Go on!
It's not reached.
Oh, that's unlucky, that.
Very unlucky there.
Yeah, flip the black out here.
You'd have thought so. I mean, does he not need to get that red out of the way?
Yeah, mate, that's not.
I mean, I don't know. Does he nudge the red out of the way, then play for another two? I mean, I know it's a bit negative, but that's the way I play these days.
Well, you get the red out.
Yeah, I'd move the red out of the way and then I'd go for another two shots. But I'm a nugget and these are top players.
No. This is not simple. It's not simple, mate.
It looks like he's doing something with the red.
It's not safe yet, though. The black's not easy.
Maybe he don't fear the red. If he puts the red safe, the black's not a problem, is it?
Do what you said, he's putting the red, mate. Yeah, see. And can he get the other one?
Well, I'll be absolutely astounded if Fryer snooks him here now, because I'll say, my lord, I've just called a shot that the ex-call number one.
Is he going to get it out? I was just going to say that. Yeah, no, he tries to get that out, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's being a bit too forceful.
I think he's done to go for these, does he, instead because look at the black.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, for me, now, he can nudge that yellow off the left-hand cushion off, snooker him or not snooker him, either or, it don't matter, because Brad's got to do something with the black, and then the yellow's all popping.
Yeah.
So he gets snooks here, great. If he don't, he might go for the double, you know.
Shots out, innit? Yeah, shots out.
He must fancy getting on that black then, because he's now got to go for these.
Yeah, he has, of course he has.
And that black, for me, I mean, to him it probably looks like bread and butter. I'm looking at it going, oh my god, I'm terrified.
4-0 downstairs, it's not easy.
Well, we'll see then.
He'll just screw his back a couple of inches, leave himself a nice angle just to come up the top.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I say, at this level, these guys there. I mean, we're debating it, and I don't know why, because if this was Clark and all like that, they wouldn't be. They'd just be doing exactly what Fry's doing.
Oh, that's he's all right. I think he's got a bit too straight. Maybe coming off the cushion, screw and call for the cushion and go get me out of the line.
What a start, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't have
Dream
envisioned
start for
it. You
Brad.
couldn't have envisioned it. It's a dream start for Brad. It's a dream start for the competition, because when that draw come out, everyone was sort of giving it a little gig. Like,
Oh, I'll tell you what, I got away with this. No, he hasn't.
I don't think he
Yeah,
has.
he has.
I tell you what, he
has.
put his hand up.
Yeah.
He didn't play
Yeah,
that.
he didn't.
And again, that's that bit of
That's
respect,
nice, yeah,
isn't it?
of course, mate, of
He's
course.
played the game a long time. I like that. Because there'd been a lot of players that's played that shot there with no intention of doing what he's just done and would claim that they played
Yeah,
it.
of course, mate. Just go, oh, I played to hit it, I played to get near it. It doesn't say that one, but...
So Fryer gets on the board at 4-1. It's still a great start for Brad. It's like saying if you give Brad a 4 start to 18, people would actually... Do you know what? No one's given me any predictions, really, have there? There's been one or two. There's 40 people watching and probably have 3 predictions. Come on, get off your fence. Brad's 4-1 up. Does Brad win this game? That's probably the first question. Does.
Is it going to be 18-4 Friday?
No chance.
Come on, Brad. Well, I'm definitely sure he's going to get past 10 instead.
I like the way Brad's playing, though. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah,
Even in that last frame, that red where he ended up, where he just couldn't get on it, down the rail.
Yeah.
And he played...
this one in here?
No, down the rail where he...
He overcut
played
it.
everything right, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Everything right. So he's playing nice pull. I mean, Lee Stabler's still going 18-10 to Fry. I mean, that's...
He's obviously this good, isn't he? He's obviously this good.
These people know. And I like Stav not sitting on a fence and saying,
18-16 Brad. That's an interesting one, isn't it?
it's a long old endurance race.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's some frames.
But we'll see.
Oh, they're all there now. Look at them yellows. Is he just gonna nestle the yellow onto the cushion and try and put the white close to the red as possible so we can't do it?
Jack Stinson, 18-15 Brad. That could be a bit of wishful thinking from Jack. Because you get Fryer out of the way, that's another big horse for Jack not to worry about in the quarterfinals.
That's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what he wants, doesn't he?
Jack played really well actually in his first round, so he'll fancy it.
Who's Jack got next, mate?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. We're doing a draw every round. That's one thing I did. I didn't want to set a table out so you knew who you was playing, what you doing.
Yeah.
Let's do a draw every round.
Random.
Let's excite every round, you know. So he could draw anyone. You know, he could even draw his old pal John Steele, which would be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. Good mates, mate, aren't they?
Right then, Fryer at the table on reds.
No,
you see that before me.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah. The yellows ain't gone.
The yellows were right, but it's just...
Do you reckon? Yeah, you just got to make sure that firstborn then, hasn't he? Dave Powell's just saying Brad wins, and I'm alright with that as well. Don't have to give us a score, Dave.
Do you leave the plants all last, or do you leave the yellow at the top of the black last? I'll tell you what, he's
alright. I think.
He's not.
Is he?
Yeah, he can get the top yellow, but he's tough after that, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, Terry. I mean, the thing is, Terry, there's no point in going into any game where you don't feel like you're capable or confident to win. So Brad has to have that attitude, and it's probably done him the world of good because it's given him a good start. But there's a hell of a long way to go in this sort of game, I'll tell you now. But I'd say he's had a bit of luck, but he's cued it well, hasn't he? Oh, he hasn't had the luck to me.
Yeah, but he'll settle for it though, because he's still at the table, and then...
Play a good safety,
He can flick off the other yellow and get put the white behind yellow.
Just keep him off pot.
Oh no, what's he doing? Oh, he's alright.
He'll tell you he played that. Well, he didn't put his hand up, did he? No. You know, you got Fryer developing blacks and putting his hand up, and Brad's nailing the white in the bottom pocket and going like that. Played that. Yeah. Put his thumb up. Yeah, what a shot. Legend. Right then. I think Fryer could get these. Mind you, he hasn't put any sort of finish together yet, really, has he?
He gets on the tough red here, though. That's it, mate. I think it could be curtains. He gets on his tough
Well,
red.
you'd expect it.
Yeah.
But there's been a few dodgy ones so far, haven't there? No wishful thinking at all. Brad is a good player, has his way, but just fancy Brad
As people expect Wayne to win. Yeah, well said, Jack.
I agree with Jack as well. When I did the draw for this and that fixture come out, I was quite excited by it because it's a young up-and-coming player against a guy that's been there and seen it all. Everybody wrote Brad off. I'm not saying that he's going to win this, but I'd like to think people would have given a little bit more credit than what he was given. But we shall see. Only time will tell. I mean, Pato was in this, wasn't he? And he ended up playing because he got he took one of the spots as a reserve.
Yeah.
And he played John Steele and he lost 18-16.
Yeah, I see.
And you know what? Pato had his chance.
Yeah,
he had his chances.
And
no one gave Pato a chance. No one. So pool's a funny game.
Yeah, it is, mate. It is because Pato can play. But obviously, I see John Steele saying something like he should have lost.
Has he played here?
Just digging down. He's just keeping it right where it is. Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
So then he's just going to come round the other red, and he come round the back of the other red.
Yeah.
Pull that in there, and
Job should be a good one.
yeah, I think it's just these little delicate stuns around the corners and that it'll be good at, won't he?
Yeah, I mean, and there you go. Green is again another strong
Always
comment.
play it a different way.
Fry is probably the most complete player we've seen around these parts. In all fairness, but form makes a big difference. Yeah, class is permanent, but form, you know, if you've not got that form, and as Greeny said, Brad's not a mug. And if it falls right from on the night, which so far it's going okay, I mean, I think he's going to lose this one. You just don't know what sort of game you're going to see.
Yeah, you know, he can easily lose 10 in a row that bad, can't he? It's that simple, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because Mr. Fryer don't miss long straight blacks like this in a month of Sundays.
Yeah, no chance, mate.
So it's 4-2. And now, you've got a game on your hands. There we go then, folks.
Brad knows he just literally can't make mistakes. It's just that simple, isn't it, really?
Brad's got to be really sort of reflecting on the first 6 straight. I did say to you, Brad won the first 5 of 7. That's a great start.
Which is, he wins his next one, mate. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, this is for me, this is an important frame.
Massive.
Don't let Fryer get too close. Try and keep that
Keep an arm's length, mate.
Keep that 2-frame lead, and if you lose 2 on the bounce, win the next one. Do you know what I mean? Just keep that mentality. If he keeps him 3 frames away,
it's a bonus.
And the longer the game goes on, it gets harder.
Of course, mate, of course.
The one thing that's going in Brad's favour, and I hope I don't jinx him, is his break's been colossal so far. He's really been breaking well, so I'm hoping he keeps that going. We shall see now. I hope I don't jinx him. It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah,
his white's gone awkward.
He's alright though, he's alright. That's not bad.
Where's his pot though, Carl?
Yeah, he hasn't potted, has he? Yeah,
oh, is that dry?
Mate, yeah,
wow.
How
was it spread like that and not something
I
going?
know, that's what I thought.
Jeez,
not
it went off like a firework, didn't it?
He's always really good breaker.
It's because he used to do a lot of Sonic Blastman at Cleethorpes. But I can get 903. Bless him.
Come on then, Brad.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? That's fell for the best. Getting a dry one there. That's
if he's on to it, if he puts a ball there, what does he do?
Mr. Viking Phil Lane, one of our top comms team. Mr. Viking Phil Lane. We've only gone and got Callum Lewis in the house tonight.
Evening, Phil.
It's been a long time since I've shared a mic with him, but we might be able to get him in for a few more games.
Yeah, I'll pop in, mate. I'll pop in.
So Fry's got a little bit of thinking to do, hasn't he?
I think he's just going to play dead weight on this, isn't he? Or is he just going to screw back behind the red? Oh, wow.
He went for an ambitious one. That was audacious, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I didn't see that.
Well, all I would say is I think he'd give Brad real opportunity here to get that 5-2.
Oh, yeah, they've got one tough yellow, mate.
Down the rail?
Yeah.
Brad's not a bad shot player down the rail, though. He likes him down the rail.
Brad left hand.
He don't mind a shot down the rail, does Brad?
These don't take him at pace, though, mate.
No, he'll know that though. And do you know what? There might be a little element to the fact that Brad knows the table better than Fryer.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I've seen a bit of that so far. But let's be honest with you, a player with Fryer's ability, it'll only take him half a dozen frames to work out the table. Clark always says
Great
that.
shot, Brad. Great shot.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Clark always says a good player, a top player, you were just pretty quick. You were just pretty
To
quick.
the table, obviously, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Phil. It's Callum Lewis is with me, mate.
Evening, Phil. You're okay, mate?
We've only gone and got Carl back in.
probably forgot who I am.
Well, no one sees you anymore. I
ain't been playing
I've seen you with a stick in your hand for donkeys.
Little and large fella.
That's the one, yeah.
I find it struggle. That's why I had to play in the summer instead.
Yeah.
It gets too warm.
So we're going to see you loads in the winter then? Get some of these comps or what?
Yeah, I'll be back in the winter, mate.
We'll give you a grade 0 or something.
I'm not good. Come on.
See, did you hear that? I think that was Brad's reaction. It might not have been, it might have been Beanie because he's playing out there. Yeah, I heard someone go a bit of and the old...
But that was a tough part, so you can't...
Yeah, I don't know if it was Brad, it might have been, but Beanie's out there and Beanie always does stuff like that as well.
Yeah, he gives the old kill the bag on the floor.
Yeah, Beanie likes it. He sends shockwaves to his kill, yeah. He's actually playing Jigsy, which is another cracking game. That would have been a good stream game, but there you go.
Are they playing properly, are they?
They're playing for a little bit of but they're not playing serious or anything. And then you've got Callum Young and Dave Grimson out there playing as well.
I've seen him play once, Henry. Might be the best player you've played, but when the best lose that time, more pressure on Wayne to win the Brad. Let's hope for a good watch.
I'd agree with that, you know. All the pressure's on Friday.
Danny Oracle, you've not seen the aircon.
Mate, that's the only thing he talks about.
Does he?
Yeah, that and Matt Steeper. They're his two favourite subjects.
Why Steeper? Is he just because he's good at pull?
Yeah, he's Dan's favourite.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Does Steeper like Dan though?
It's an internal joke. We all just batter him for it, that's all, bless him. Oh, now then.
Is that fire?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now then. He's got away with that. Maybe,
If he can't put the other in the middle, he has.
I don't think he played to get away with it, but he has got away with it, if that makes
Unless
sense.
he's... No, he won't miss on purpose, of course.
No, not on purpose, but you know, do these players sometimes play shots with a degree of if I make
I can't. He knows he can't leave out. He's that sure.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I've seen the aircon, Dan. It looks good, mate. It's quality in here now. Good vibe, mate.
feels lovely.
The jukebox is my favourite, to be fair, mate. I'm loving that.
Not when Dawson's been on it, it's not.
Mute the mics.
Right then. Fry a second bite of the cherry in this frame. Does he kill that one down the rail now?
He does to cover the pocket, mate, yeah.
If it goes in, he wins a frame. I say he wins a frame. He's still got that tough red next to the bottom of the yellow, hasn't he?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
But you could be right. If he plays it down here, he's got the bag at least.
And then
Yeah, that's the shot.
Yeah, he got the bag. You don't want it to go in, really. Because that red there in the yellow's tough.
Yeah, bottom of the yellow's tough, isn't it? Yeah. It's all the way,
That's
though.
it. Oh, it's not. Wait. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see where this frame goes now then, because is
Fire
Fire hanging himself? I mean, do we say that again about this sort of level
He's going
player?
to put this, lead the white here, and he's going to try and get that result.
Carl, you know when you're pointing at the screen and telling what they should do, the people at home can't see it because we ain't got one of the magic pens. So what Callum just described to me is he's going to hot the one there.
Oh, he's getting out of this red, And he's using it to his backup. Yeah, so would you know that's a
Now, he's put it safe.
He's unlucky there.
Yeah, he has, because he wanted that just to sit in the middle of the table, didn't he?
Yeah.
Although then the black only went in one bag, that's the only problem. If you look at that black.
The black now, he goes in one bag, mate, doesn't it, as well, yeah? Well, two in the middle and the top end.
Well, he's got the two top end ones, but he won't be playing to put it in, well, possibly. But he's got to negotiate these reds now, and even in Billy the Bouncer, we don't know who Billy the Bouncer is, we have no idea.
Really?
No idea. The guy calls himself Billy the Bouncer, we don't know who he is.
Now the Bill?
We don't even know if he's a bouncer. I'm being serious.
How many views have we got on them instead?
They're still bouncing around 35, 40. People will be dotting on off.
It's Friday night, mate, isn't it?
The thing with these sorts of games, you never really start getting them kicking off until the business end. When you're in the last sort of 10, 8 frames, when it's getting close to someone winning, everyone wants to see that. But the early stages, it can be, oh, well, that's...
He's got away with this. Look at this. Oh, he hadn't. It's tough, though. He should have put it, though. He's going to just clip it, hasn't he? Just clip it and it's in. It's tough, though. He's
bridging. He's bridging for the one over the back. But...
he's got away with that, hasn't he?
I mean, Fryer obviously was very lucky when he... Not that red out, but crikey.
Did Fryer play to put that direct, or did he play to...
Where's the black? Where's the black?
He's alright.
Tell you what, 5-2.
Robbie.
on the cards, and this will do Brad the world of good.
I'd leave that one to last.
I think you'll leave the one that I was going to say, the other one on the top right back to last.
Yeah, I don't think
it'll be fine. It won't make any difference whatsoever for Brad.
Just
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Ian Grice.
Mr. Grice, Mr. Scott Collins, evening.
Bop. And Brad is just about to go 5-2.
What did you say, mate? You said 5-2, and it's 5-2.
Well, sometimes this is why you have to be a commentator, because you have to understand what can happen. And no, I said if Brad can win the first 5 of 7 frames, he's got to be happy with that start. And I don't care what anyone says, he's got to be happy with that. They'll have a break at 10 frames because Brad smokes, I'd have thought. They're not going for a break at 7, surely.
So we're going for a quick waster.
Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, Cal. Just bring the star over back with you, please, mate.
What is pint what, mate?
Pint star of prime. And Laura will know about it. Only goal pays for these. Up the mash, Scott Collins. Up the mash. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm disappointed in myself, but you've reminded me. If you think about it, we've got 16 of Grimsby's finest on show, and 2 of them are Marsh. Ewan and Brad. And Ewan's already in the quarterfinals, and if Brad gets there, that's 2 boys from the Marsh in the quarters. There you go. Put that in your pipe. That's why we do what we do. And I'm surely they're not going for a break at 7 frames. That's absolutely bobbins. Right, I'm going to find out if they're going for a break at 7 frames.
Yeah, we've got no striker.
Back again. Here we go.
Oh, it's just...
They had a little break at 7 because I think Wayne likes a ciggy.
Yeah, Brad went for a fag as well, mate.
So Callum's just said to me that he's going to be bobbing off at 8 o'clock because he's a mighty gooner. And they've got their opening fixture tonight against
Brentford.
Brentford. Are you away?
Yes, mate, yeah.
It is a tricky little fixture, you know, because
I'm
they've got like Ivan Toney and that, and they've got 1 or 2 players that play good football.
Yeah,
and all.
they do, mate. Yeah, play good. There was unlucky to not come up last year.
So, yeah, that'll be a nice opener for the Premier League starting again.
Who's the Hammers got, mate? Oh, Newcastle. Yeah.
Real tricky game tomorrow at Newcastle, real tricky. It is tomorrow, Sunday.
No, I think it's Sunday, mate.
Sunday,
Yeah,
actually.
I think it is, yeah.
Real tricky fixture for me. But,
Mr. Lake, come on, you Gooners.
and there's a Yido look, Sean Ritchie, the little man. Little Sean Ritchie.
Oh. Do you know what this... Oh, what's this like?
So Fryer, like I say, would have had a ciggy, composed himself, 3 frames, he'd have been stood out there thinking, not worried at all. He won.
He can win 3 frames in 7 minutes, though.
Yes.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Brad's feeling okay. He just needs to keep his temperament. I mean, I just went out there and Potts was saying to him, just keep your head, just keep doing what you're doing. Because even Potts said he thinks Wayne's just struggling a little bit with cue ball at the minute.
Is it on Sky? Stay in camp. I will put it on for you.
Yeah, were you watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's watching it in
I'm
here.
watching it here, Dan.
He's just not going to be in the
I'm not going
commentary
to be in the
box.
commentary, mate. Yeah, I'm watching it here. I watch it on the sofa, mate.
So he's going to, he's watching it in here, mate. He's just not going to be on the comms.
You're going to get Potsy on the comms, mate, here?
Yeah, we might drag Potsy in here.
This is a neat little
The good thing
close.
about that is everybody sees things differently, don't they? Do you know what I mean? He's just sitting back from the game at the minute. He's watching a bit of Beanie and Jigsy as well. So that's 9-all, Jigsy and Beanie.
First to 18.
I think they must be playing to 18. Don't know what they're playing for. Only be a ton or something, but
Yeah.
be a good close game, mate. You know.
He's taking his black in the top rail, mate, down the top rail, isn't he?
Well, again, it's not going to phase him, is it? He's missed the yellow.
He hasn't. Oh, he has. It's the skilly on.
I wouldn't be that ambitious if I was Brad. I mean, again, these are think differently to me, but Brad could find a decent hiding place here, but he's going to take it on. This is it.
Oh, no. I'll tie the black up, mate.
Big shot this. I mean, these what these players do,
He
isn't
needs
it?
to be right behind it.
It's not for me, but let's see if he pulls it off.
Get it!
Oh,
Yes,
now then.
Sergio, come on.
Now then. That was a hell of a shot, Brad.
Yeah.
That's confident shot, that.
Yeah, of course it is.
Really confident
Yeah, it is.
shot.
It really does show confidence.
There'll be a lot of people that are watching Brad play like this tonight and say, you know what, we didn't realise he genuinely could put this sort of like.
A performance against someone of this calibre.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he's got a long way to go to get
That's a
over
great
any
shot.
sort of line, but he plays he's playing confidently. And do you know what? He's moving that nudge in that red where he has. He leaves right angle and nudge the black off.
yeah, I'm just going to say flick off the red and get into the black, yeah. Is he just going to need to stay this side?
He might.
He's lost the weight. Unless he...
No, I think he's got a slight enough angle. I think.
He's playing away with the back
He
wrist.
can do it now. He can do it.
Oh, no, he isn't. Yeah, he can.
He's took these ever so well.
Oh, that's unlucky.
He'll play a double. You watch this.
I don't even... No, he's going down the rail side.
Surely not.
Oh, he pulled it! Well done, Stead. Well done.
Boom! And I don't like to get carried away and start cheering for any particular player on stream because it's not fair on the opposition.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, mate. I know what you're saying.
Commentators shouldn't have a view. But I'm pleased for Brad because he just was not given a sniff in this game, and there's a long way to go. I keep repeating that. But it's good. He's
That's
competing.
exactly what
He's
Stinson said.
competing.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
He's
Stinson said,
competing.
didn't he? No one's giving Brad a chance. Everyone just thinks Wade's going to win easily, like Stinson said.
I'll be honest with you. From what I've seen from Brad in that first 8 frames, he'd compete with most in this.
Yeah,
in this
100%. Play like
competition.
that, mate.
He would.
100%.
He really would. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wayne has missed some silly stuff that he probably
will miss,
9 times out of 10 he shouldn't.
Respawn. Yeah.
But he can't keep doing that. You know, I mean, you don't want this gap to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You know.
Because it gets harder and harder instead, doesn't it?
Well, as I said to you earlier on, if Brad can just keep a distance, and even if he loses 2 or 3 on the bounce, then wins one, it keeps that sort of gap.
You're alright, pal. Good to sit here from you, mate.
It's exciting, this.
You at work tonight, mate, or are you popping in?
He's working nights.
Oh,
he was
is
in
he?
yesterday,
Oh.
yeah. Unfortunately. Oh no, I don't know if he is, because he's off to Manchester tomorrow morning.
Yeah, he's going with Jigsy. Jigsy's
I
just
bet he's
nice,
on
yeah.
nights. I bet he's just not getting mental tonight.
Yeah, he's saving yourself for a big day
Him and
tomorrow.
Jigsy are on a big one tomorrow. Right then, Brad. How good's your composure? Yeah, I get that, Dan. I do. It's nothing at this level, but it's everything to Brad, if you know what I mean by that.
Come on, keep
You
going,
know,
keep going.
While Brad's got a bit of a cushion
Oh, he's on nights, he's right.
and he's confident in what he's doing, this helps the game for me.
Yeah, of course it does, mate. Of course
I
it
get
does.
what Dan's saying. At this level, Fryer can go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah.
But from Brad's point of view, this is massive. Because he can have a wobbly frame, he can have a dodgy frame or two.
Yeah, because his lead's alright, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what he should do? Just start taking his time and just frustrating Fryer. You know, just being a little bit longer at the table. You know, just getting his head a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
he's behind, isn't he?
I don't think it's Brad's style. I mean, look at this.
That's what I said to him, really. It's not Brad's style.
Well, I don't. You can't hit the black before you hit the red.
Must have been touching balls then.
Ah, no then. I didn't know that.
He must have been.
We wouldn't have known that from here, would we?
Yeah, he's touching balls. Not a bad shot, then, was it?
I'm alright with that.
Yeah.
He's not fell perfect with white, but that ended up being a decent shot. Must have been then, touching ball.
Yeah, it has to be, mate. Anyway, so it was automatic foul,
I
hasn't
thought, what's he doing
it?
here?
I know, same. Then it just obviously figured out. This is a good shot. This is nice. Very nice.
He's using his noodle, isn't he, as well?
Good shot, bro.
He's using his head.
Yeah, he is. He's thinking more. If he keeps off the chins and keeps away from Lawton, he'll be fine.
To be fair, Matty's on his best behaviour tonight because I'll be honest with you, Matty Lawton's laid out 210 quid this week for a competition that he probably needs to win it. Really. It's a grade 0 comp on Sunday, so Matty's actually, for once, trying to keep his head together.
Yeah, good.
He bought himself a 160 in the Calcutta and paid 50 quid entry fee. Matt is capable, more than capable, great
Yeah,
curious.
because he can play balls.
So Matty's not influencing Brad to be doing out daft. And to be fair, Brad's over there having a steady drink, but he's not doing anything silly.
That's a shot.
Fry's using his noodle a bit now as well. One way to go, boys and girls, in this one. Shot. To be fair, Dave, I spoke to Brad on Thursday at footy last night, and he said Powell is playing unreal at the minute. I mean, Powell's in that part of comp, isn't he? And I fancy Powell to go on and all the way, you know, because he is playing so well. And Brad sort of said Powell, it was a great practice. You had a big session with Powell yesterday, but ahead of this.
A big space on the email.
Yeah, they had a session yesterday, just as his last practice before we played Fire, and it probably did in the world of good play Powell.
Yeah, it would have,
because it would have been competitive. It was competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. I think Brad broke this in the final frame.
What? And it's 18, 17?
I think they didn't play to 18. I think they were played to 15 or 12 or 11 or something. It
So it was only 1 by 1 then, mate, was it?
Yeah,
Decided.
decided. Yeah.
Trying to give him Brad a bit of respect here. Yeah, he is only going. He is exactly that.
Yeah, but I think he's old school. I think he's seen them all, hasn't he? He's seen all the youngsters come through. So when of his age now, he would have at some point been in Brad's shoes. Then he went and was eclipsing everyone. And then all these youngsters come on scene. He's seen all the generations, hasn't he? So I think that's the sort of person he's a gentleman of the game, if you like.
That's the word, mate, definitely. This is a pot though, which is not easy. That's a great.
You know, like you hear silly terminologies these days in this game, like I can't lose or I'm going to smash him up, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Them sort of words would never ever come out of his mouth.
Agree, mate,
ever.
No chance. He's not
It's just old school. It's an old school nature. You know, that's
yeah.
how it
Lemon
works.
side there. Pauli. Good race on him, Pauli. Well, he's got a bit of work instead, hasn't he?
Yeah. Can you get around the angles?
Right,
No,
he's always hitting that red.
Well, you met Brad, red up favourite for this frame as well now.
Brad's just not got like let himself get over it.
Composure.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in this frame particularly, Brad hasn't really done anything wrong. It's Mr. Fryer sort of hung himself a little bit.
Yeah, he has done himself exactly that. But it's got to be. You're looking at 7-2 now, so unless he pulls a fluke off here, mate, aren't you?
It's good. It's massive. This.
What is he hitting open or is he rolling up to it? Oh, what do you think? He's hitting open. Told you.
Calling all
bags
bags.
as well, lights in. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Told you.
Well, this is what an opportunity this is, Brad. I actually think it was Lee Staveley that bought Fryer. Thinking about it now. Well, there's no sign so far of Fryer getting going like I'd have expected him to.
No.
Not yet. He'll recover this, Brad. He'll be fine.
Does he try and put the middle red into the middle and roll himself down the right?
Well, I would have thought that would be his ball he plays now. And then drops...
No, sorry mate, I meant the middle red instead.
No, I think he drops this one in the middle bag and then
Yeah.
he just comes around the angle of the one next to the black and just plops the next red in the middle.
That's what I mean, is he going to leave that to the middle? Yeah,
I think
to the
so.
last, yeah.
I think so. I mean,
that's a
who
tough shot
knows?
to judge though.
No,
No, he's
going
playing the
around
same
it.
bag, yeah, so that's a good shot.
gotta play it right.
It's a great shot, that is a great shot.
There you go, look.
He's perfect, he's absolutely perfect.
What people forget about Brad though as well is he's a converted snooker player as well. So what I mean by that is his
angles does go big,
his
doesn't it?
game was snooker. So when you think about angles and the way he flicks off balls and stuff like that, it's bread and butter when he plays
Yeah,
snooker.
of course.
So you know he's only converting what he already was good at into a different style of game, and
Yeah.
it's second nature to him. And wow, 7-2. When Fryer is going to really start asking himself a few questions, you know.
Yes, mate, because he's 5 behind.
Because Brad's asking all the questions, and at the minute Fryer's got no answers. So at some point, Wayne's got to say to himself, right, do I need to do something a little bit different here to start getting myself back into this game?
That's what he could. If he started just maybe frustrating Brad in frames and slowing him down, you know, because Brad's getting on the table quick, isn't he?
I never envisaged this. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did.
I wanted it to be competitive, and I wanted Brad to be in the mix, but I didn't see this at all. Long way to go, but Fryer has got to start looking to making some headway in this game.
Yeah.
You know, he can't afford to keep giving silly frames away, really.
That's right. He lost his head that last shot, didn't he? That's the first time he's lost his head all game, I think. You know, he just like hit out that, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he had much of a choice.
No, he didn't, mate. But
I think he just was looking for a bit of luck, really.
I think Fryer's breaks have been quite poor, mate. Don't you?
There's a bit of both, Ryan, if you've only just tuned in. Ryan Wilson is here in the house, another one of the boys that are in this comp. There's a little bit of both, Ryan. Brad is playing some sensational pull.
Oh, God, he's messed the scores.
And Wayne Fryer just seems to be struggling to have any control of his cue ball, and some of his potting's been questionable as well.
Yeah.
And you know what? It just goes to show that Brad's focus and everything's totally different in this game. He's got his head on.
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
has.
played some really, really, really good pool. And he deserves to be 7-2.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he ain't got it by fluke or anything.
He's not
I mean,
he's not ready. He's not
as he flukes that. No, but he ain't. And,
He's getting them in his stage, just getting them little nicks in it. You know, them nice
getting a
little
few
flicks,
flicks and
yeah,
tricks,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, it happens. But it swings and roundabouts, I think.
Oh, of course he does.
He
He
goes both ways.
Of course he does, mate. Of course he does.
So Ryan, you're seeing something pretty good at the minute. And again, Ryan Wilson will be one of those that are watching with intent and saying, hang on a minute, Fryers could be gone.
It's his chance to capitalise.
Well,
yeah.
you know, I mean,
But it's not going to be an easy game for him, though. If he bumps into him.
there's no, that's what I said. I
Exactly.
mean, he's a difficult customer for anybody, he's Ryan. So there's some good players in this, but there'll be a lot of the 16, or a lot of the guys that are still left in it, watching with a bit of intent from this position, because if Brad can cause a big upset,
Yeah.
um,
He'll give him all a boost, mate, won't
it
he?
blows the comp open, that's for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, you've still got Cammy in there, but don't write Jacko off.
And his thingy in there, what's the Clark?
Clarky, yeah, you got James Smith.
you can't. Clark is classmate, you can't Blanchard that they're all
Yeah, but I
brilliant
think
players.
from people like Ryan's point of view, he won't be bothered because he's played with them for years and knows them. So Fry's a little bit of the unknown, isn't he?
Yeah, because no one knows him really.
Not really,
yeah.
no, and you don't know what you're going to get. And this would be good for all of them. But there's a long way to go.
This is not easy. Because everyone's making it awkward out of the song.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to negotiate.
I think he's going for these.
Well, as I said to you earlier on, I mean, when the only time I've really seen him play, he's quite an aggressive player.
You'd be thinking,
But I think Brad's probably stood there thinking, well,
I
don't mind having a go.
Yeah, exactly, mate,
If you miss, I'm taking another one off you, mate.
He's played that on purpose to get the angles.
Yeah.
Come back across, can't he?
I'm not now thinking about what he's doing with the yellows. I'm thinking what he's doing with the blacks. So we'll see.
He's putting all three mixed balls in the same bag.
Well, he'll always think 2 or 3 shots ahead of most, if not more.
Of course, mate, of course.
Played that well.
Yeah, he has. He has. That's a great shot.
Now then.
Yeah, he's just a delicate little screw, yeah. He's 7-3, mate, I think.
Well, he's got to be. I mean, we want Mr. Fryer to wake up and get going a bit.
Make a bit of a game of it, really, innit?
Well, he'll make a game of it, no doubt, but I don't want it to be out of his reach before.
See, I told you, that's a great shot.
There we
go.
go.
A brilliant shot.
So that's one back just as quick as that. And Brad only made one mistake in that frame. 7-3. We continue.
It's a nice game, though, isn't it, mate? It's a good
Yeah,
game.
I like it. I know this is good. I like the Pato John Steele game because again, it was one of them where everyone said it's pointless watching it. John Steele's just going to go out and blow him away, and it was nip and tuck all the way till the end. And it was, and to be fair, John didn't play anywhere near his level he can. He didn't. But that made it exciting, and that's what's making this exciting. This is
obviously Pato was to punish him at times.
Yeah, he did big time. Yeah, and Fry's a little bit off the boil, I think, but Brad's playing well, and it's making a good game.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
And this is what you want.
Brad's break again. Hitting them yellows.
It's massive.
Yeah.
I tell you
right,
what,
then he's good, mate, at the minute, isn't
his
it?
break's lovely tonight. Really is. And sometimes, you know, especially with these guys at this level, when your break's going well for you, it puts you in such a different position in terms of mindset. Because
I was just say you move,
Yeah.
mate, you move. Because if they're going your way off a break, so you're confident, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
Just anywhere but there, really.
Well, that's not the best. So this is where Brad's got to start using his noodle and not losing his head when
One
things...
good pot either, instead of a half decent
Yeah.
white, mate. I think he's back on course. That's a great shot.
Wow.
That's a great shot.
I always nudged the black out.
Yeah, it's a great shot. He deserves to win the frame now. For that attacking, mate.
Play that one. That one is looking at, I think, now.
Then down the rail. I think the black goes in here as well.
It does.
Yeah.
That nudge has done him a world of good. You just don't want to be doing anything too dramatic with this shot.
Just dropping together and that's it.
It's fine. I think he's going to nick this one. Yeah, he is. He's coming out to nick this one into the top left-hand bag, I think, as we look at it. Am I wrong?
What? He's
No, you was right. You was right.
Yeah.
Kelly's going down the rail.
Yeah.
This is the tough shot now. I wasn't convinced that was the right ball, but he was plumb. He was perfect, wasn't he?
That was lucky, that was
Tricky little shot, that though. Because he was slightly cutting it back into the pocket, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah, because he won't. If he'd been dead straight, it's simple, isn't it, for him?
Bit of work for Fry to do, though.
I think he takes these.
Yeah.
After that last time, as I just said, I think he takes
Yeah,
these.
he's just got to negotiate his route, hasn't he? Make sure he does the right thing with that one at the on the back rail there.
Dan Green, Brad's got a monster break. Yeah, he has at the minute, Dan. He's absolutely flying, mate.
Yeah.
Going everywhere. He's really opening. What's he doing here?
I think he's going to get that awkward out now.
Do you reckon?
Well,
or he just get down there, spot it, innit?
I'd be looking to get it out early and work my way back up the table, but you don't know with these guys. These guys, they work out.
You know what,
They look at tables and see patterns that we've never seen in a million years. In a million years.
That's the difference between the pros and that, mate, of course. Yeah, he told me, he's getting straight on it now. Yeah, he gets rid of it now.
And then he works his way back up, doesn't he, towards the black.
Does he drop this in dead weight and then just play the next way in the right middle?
He probably has to now.
Yeah. He's screwing.
Tell you what,
Oh.
it takes a bit of balls, you know, to hit him like that on
Down
these
the rail,
balls.
yeah, it does, mate. Yeah,
It does. because the amount of times they bounce out or rattle.
I don't think he's played the right shot.
No, his white ball again
Yeah.
is let him down. His positional play, like you say, he probably could have dropped that in and played that red into the middle. I know he wanted to get a better positional shot, but now he's ended up with a worse one.
Yeah, exactly right. Obviously, he pots this and just comes up and down, but the white comes up and down here, could go behind one of the yellow, could go behind the black.
Well, I think his long point has let him down a little bit tonight.
Yeah, has mate.
He's missed one or two,
Yeah,
and I'm not saying he will miss this at my insurance presentation, but he has missed one or two.
That's a great
He's
shot.
cued that lovely though.
Yeah, he has.
How's his white again now?
He's perfect. He's absolutely, yeah, he's alright.
Is he not too straight?
I think he's just going to swing back a little bit, so he'll have to come back this one and then come that red in there.
Yeah, he did want to go that route though.
No, he
He's
did,
actually
mate.
reroute,
Yeah,
hasn't he?
yes, yeah, that was plan B, that. Yeah, if you just leave yourself a little angle, look, yeah. He takes these, doesn't he? He takes these, mate, doesn't he? Definitely.
It is scary stuff, Dan. It's not because I can play the game like anywhere close. It's only because I've watched enough pool to have an idea of what the
He's just got, I think he's just got such a delicate touch.
Yeah.
And like his little screw and stuns, they're good.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, his white ball isn't probably as good as nowhere near as good as he
nowhere
wants it,
near,
because
yeah.
he's the sort of player, you know, you hear about these players that don't move the white ball more than 6-7 inches per shot. His white ball's been a bit erratic tonight.
Yeah, as early on in the game it was.
Played that well though.
Yeah, it's
And this is where you start to see, not pressure,
a little bit of a comeback.
but how does Brad react to losing 2 on the bounce? Because it's the first time it's happened in the match.
Yeah, it is, mate.
So Brad needs to keep his head.
Yeah, well, just forget about the 2 on the bounce.
Got to.
Innit? Just,
Got to.
Yeah.
Got to, that's what Potts was
Next
saying.
frame.
One
Next
frame at a time
That's
now,
it,
he's in
that's
front,
it.
one frame at a time. Brad wins every other frame from here, he can't lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, put it in that perspective, mate. Yeah, true.
Well, I've just seen Bailey walk past the camera, so that must mean him and Jigsy was only playing till 11 or something.
10, yeah, that must be 11, mate. Yeah, I reckon so. Viewers are creeping up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're still a bit away from the business end, but I'd imagine by the time you're looking at the last sort of 6-7 frames, you know, they'll be nearly getting a ton, I'd have thought, for this sort of game.
Cut break. Yeah. Has it felt nice for him? No, not again.
He's not found one, but
Not the
look at
white,
that
white. That's gross.
Wow.
Yeah, it's horrible, that, isn't it?
And as we said earlier, you know, with these little flicks and nudges, sometimes
You could start twisting.
yeah, it does, and it's awful when it happens. You know, I've had games where I fly early on and I think,
Can't lose.
this is dead easy.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
win by a colossal score and end up losing the game.
Yeah, the 3 frames in a row, you don't get no flicks.
So we shall see.
He's just going behind the black. He has a good shot, man. That's like I do, really.
I'm not sure. I think he's left the yellow, so we go at.
He has, mate. Yeah, but it's probably the best he could do instead. The best he could do there is probably leave him hampered.
Yeah.
In it early, it's hard to judge an hamper.
I mean, it's not an easy face yellow. I mean, you'd expect Fryer to knock this home all day long,
he
but
doesn't miss that. Oh, he's doing
Play
the
reds.
reds, mate, yeah.
I've seen something we haven't. Now then.
Yeah, I know.
I just think about this red on the back rail here. I mean,
What he's going to do is he's going to try and pop the red off the yellow and then get the yellow out that red's way. You know what I mean?
Right, okay.
That's what, and then they're all there then, because he shows that one, because obviously that red's blocking that yellow there, isn't it?
It's amazing, you know, like I would look at them balls when they're split like that, even if I was at the table,
Yeah.
and I'd look at that red on the back rail and go, I'm staying well away from that, I'll go yellows.
Yeah.
That'd be my first
Yeah,
reaction. He doesn't see it as a problem. I see it as a
because
massive.
he can see other little nicks and stuff like that instead.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's going to do with that now.
Yeah, because obviously the red on the rails obviously doesn't pass the yellow, so.
10 minutes till kick-off, kid.
Yes, mate.
You got nerves.
I'm not nerves, I'm just not looking forward to it.
Are you an Arteta believer?
Yes, if he's got spends.
Same anybody. Mind you say that. Same. Oh, he went for them. Didn't get it. You say that of any manager, but it hasn't really worked out for. Well, I mean,
See, I think Moisey as well. He's not giving any spends, has he?
No, I was gonna say Solskjaer. I mean, he spent some serious dough, hasn't he? It's not quite happened yet, has it? It could be the year though this year. It could have, maybe. Maybe.
Can't see past City though, can you?
No. Oh, I don't mean they'll win the league. When
Oh,
they win
yeah,
the league,
don't be up there,
City
mate.
win the league.
Chelsea up there, Lukaku, very good signing.
City win the league. Well, he's nudged the yellow safe, which gives him a bit of an insurance policy, but I think he's got an awful lot of weight still on these Reds, you know. Do you not?
Yeah.
And you know, if Brad does get to the table, that yellow that's just gone safe on the side rail, take it down the rail. In, great. If it stays over, the black's going nowhere.
Yeah, mate, yeah, correct.
So, I think Mr. Fry, you know, he's probably making this finish a bit out. He wanted that red out in that last red he played. Not the one that he just played then, the one before.
The one before, mate, yeah.
And it just don't work for him.
Is he just trying a delicate scrub here, or is he trying to get the red out? Yeah, it's just a delicate one. He's over it now.
Yeah, it's come too much.
He's over it.
That's
what I'm saying, snooker, that's under break.
You'd expect it to be. I mean, I don't know the distance between that white and red, but I don't know if he can cut that back to play a plan, but that'd be some mental
it's a blind plan as well, Stead, isn't it? So it's
well, that's what he's playing, so I think that's all he's got. But
he's playing it. No, it's not there. It's nowhere near.
I mean, he's got a lower one.
That was quite rash, that, wasn't it?
Brad can time up in knots here. Use your head, Brad, here, and you get your 4-frame advantage back. Good game so far. This I'm enjoying it. It's yeah. Ooh.
Didn't like that.
You can get his back red out here.
Didn't like that.
Get his back red out here.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I wanted to cover that red. It was tough though, where he was, and I think that yellow's absolutely glued to the cushion. The yellow was just it. I think he's that close. I don't think he could actually make it like a flick off it.
You have to make Fry a slight favourite in this frame, but the fact that there's that many yellows on the table, you still give Brad a chance.
Of course, mate. Of course. It's obviously because he's ambushed his yellow, hasn't he?
See what he does with this, then. I think he has to bump that bad red off. Because the insurance
just get it in the open, is that what you're saying?
I would think so. I mean, his insurance policy is Brad ain't doing anything with that other yellow, is he?
That's a good shot. He's played. He's unlucky. Yeah, he can.
It's
not a total.
It's. I wouldn't describe it as a wild shot, but do you think that was a bit like too ambitious?
For him, mate, I'd say wild. Yeah, I would say wild. What you just said.
I mean, the red's gone safe. I mean,
Brad
will be absolutely delighted with what's just happened there. I'm really surprised at Fryer there.
That's what I'm saying. That's the wild shot.
I'm not quite sure what he's tried to achieve there. I mean, I'm sure in his head he had an idea, but
he's playing the double mate and trying to put them at the same time, but he's riding a lot of luck.
Well, Brad's probably gone favourite by 95. If you was playing Texas Hold'em and the little percentage score on the bottom, that Brad's 95% winning this frame.
Yeah. Just like. It's just going to be a little tappy game now, I think, unless it's just good.
Well, it'll only be a tappy until Brad can just get a decent crack at a ball.
Yeah, I get it.
And Fryer's he's got one ball to play with.
Don't speak too early, Paulie. Don't speak too much, mate. We hope. We hope now.
I mean, I have to agree with Paulie. You know, even if I lost this frame from him, I'd be disappointed, I think.
What, Fryer?
Yeah, and I'm an absolute nugget.
You're not, sir.
But do you not?
Told you.
Do you know what I mean?
If that goes in, though, imagine that. Look.
Well, he nearly found it.
That red's stupidly hard, isn't it?
And he would have been coming away from the pot. But yeah, I mean, yeah. We shall see then. Brad's got a difficult yellow to negotiate, hasn't he? You have to give credit to Fry there, though.
Yeah.
He found the potential double and near enough the position. I didn't see either of it.
No. I see the double, but I didn't see the position. No chance. I think Brad wanted to cover there, I don't think he played the pot there.
Well, he could set this down the rail now, but if it rattles, the reds will go, but the black could be safe.
And the white will come off the cushion a little bit and leave out. Watch. Oh, I didn't want that.
Right, no, he does. He's
going for a minute.
Yeah, I think he goes for this. There we go.
Yeah,
this should be an unbelievable finish now. Because Brad needs to stop the rot. Fryer's just
it's all about, mate. Like you said, for the first time. That's alright. Just drop it in.
They'll all be abusing you now, pal, now that you're going off stream in 5 minutes. 3-0 Arsenal, and then we've got Ivan Toney hat-trick from Chunk, bless him.
Cheers, Chunk. Cheers for the confidence booster, mate.
Honestly. No, your mates are, aren't you, pal? Right then. What we're saying then, does he get these?
Yes, then he does, mate. I think he leaves the white where the yellow is, and he just leaves himself an actual angle for the bottom yellow.
He's only got rollers in. I mean, he don't miss that black.
Just stop the light there, yeah.
On the right hand side of the table, he don't miss it from anywhere on the table. Is he too straight there?
No, it's alright. You just force it in. Just pinch a bit in the pocket.
Is he going to go through it and play it in the same bag as that?
Yeah,
no,
no, that one, yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought, sorry, but you mean running
No,
through?
I thought he might, yeah. But no, he's got to negotiate one red,
It's too hard.
one yellow, sorry.
Just leave the right a few inches off the table. I told you. Oh. You need to hit that hard. He's not going to miss this.
No, that's what I said. Anywhere on the right hand side of the table, he pots that black. So, here we go. Lovely, Brad.
See, told you. Good shot, right? Good shot.
And the crowd react as you'd expect. And it's 8-4 to the bullet. And you might... No, you won't squeeze another frame in.
Yeah, I will, Stan. I'm going to watch another frame, mate. I'll watch one more. I think you could get top 7 this season. Chunks? No, probably bottom 7 chunk.
Well, Chunks has got a big season ahead of him, hasn't he?
Who's
He's a Burrell fan.
Oh, of course he is.
They've not had the easiest couple of years.
No, yeah.
It's a shame, you know, because
There was a youth team back
Burrell probably... They're not the biggest side in the North East, obviously that's Newcastle, but no, it is,
yeah, of course, that's true, very
but
true.
they're a huge, they're a sleeping giant, aren't they? There's no money to be invested in the North East, that's the problem, no one wants to go there.
Yeah, true.
No player wants, no respect, but no player wants to come from abroad and live in the North East.
Yeah.
That's why the Scottish League's gone to the dogs.
Hey, did you see Rangers the other night? That was crazy, wasn't it?
Mary Bobbins. Here we
He's
go.
gone again.
He's gone past this time.
No,
though.
he ain't.
Yeah, Yellow's moved it in. So you might see a quick frame here.
Yeah.
So you might get to see one more.
8-5 though, still at arm's length, Stead, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what I've already said, you know. I've already said bottom 7, mate. You didn't have to repeat that.
They're just hoping to cling on to Harry Kane.
Oh, if he goes, mate, I think they could go down.
I think they'll keep him this year now.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I think they'll keep him. The thing is, if he doesn't go this year, I don't think he'll ever go.
Like, Stead, what's he going to win?
Yeah, I know, but it's irrelevant, I think. If he don't go this year, I don't think he'll go. Ever.
I think they're coming in for a bid in the next couple of weeks, mate. I think they're coming in with a bid. Yeah, so we are Bob.
Well, only God said the Reds are gone from when he's gone in off, and
he takes his yellows.
well, I know, and Fry's gone yellows, Dan. So congratulations, congratulations on your incorrect guess. That's okay.
Yeah, he's just
fine.
He's popping. He's all down with it.
Yep. Well, he needs to be taking them because look at them Reds now. You know, Danny's right. Them Reds will all just plop in, but.
Chunks, he's predicting where Spurs will finish. Oh, is this right? Oh.
His weight is mad tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like...
I mean, I know
he ain't got it on a string, has he?
I know, obviously, you don't know the guy, but you know now what level he's been at, and who he is, and all that, and you think his weight's got to be better, hasn't it?
Oh, loads better, mate, yeah.
He's struggling a bit. Brad will be quite happy with all this.
I expect he's signed on his
Well, I think he's got to. I don't think he's flowing. I think when he's flowing around the table, he's probably, quite... He's tried that well. That's a good recovery.
He's halfway from
I think when he's flowing around the table, I mean, he's probably a little bit sharper, but I mean, while he keeps losing his weight, he has to probably rethink his routes and take his time a little bit more. I think the scary thing is that he hasn't played well,
and
if he wins his frame, he's only 3 behind. Brad's played pretty well. Not his skin, but
he's played at a standard what he'd be very, very happy with.
Again, white ball.
Sure, but he's just going to play on the top.
Yeah, he knows because he stops, he stutters, and he reevaluates and thinks, what the hell have I done there? He's just, for some reason, he's just misjudged all sorts.
He can have an off night, mate, can't he?
Yeah.
It's just that simple, isn't it? I know you can't see someone at that level on an off night for a 20-yard frame whatever to go for, but it does happen, mate, doesn't it? Of course it does.
Still got a chance to recover this.
Is he putting them got up a middle?
It clips in the middle, doesn't it? But then it's the other yellow's going all over, and he's going to be a bit luckier.
I think he just drops it in, pushes the yellow towards the corner. Oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot.
That's naughty, isn't it?
That's a brilliant shot.
That's naughty.
Very.
Got a little room for margin of error. Just run through.
He didn't want to
Got to make sure his white's good this time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's been a pleasure, Seth.
We'll definitely have you back again, Tom.
Thank you, mate.
And we'll see you again. Cal's going to leave us now.
Boys, all the best.
We'll try and find someone to come and join me after this frame, I thought, because they're having a break of 7, I think.
See you soon, man.
Cheers, Cal. Cheers, Cal.
Possibly, yeah.
If Pots wants to come through, mate, that's absolutely tremendous. We've got his lad with him. Scoreboard needs changing, Mr. Fryer. Thank you. So, Callum leaves us. I bet he don't really want to at this stage because we've seen 13 pretty good frames of ball. Well, that's a dry one. So, might need a little bit more interaction from you guys because talking to myself isn't always the best. But we'll do our best until we can find a Coco. As I say, devastated that Mr. Chunky Walker in here. Well, I understand because Chunk's it was easy for him to get back in and out. So Brad gets first crack at these balls. Why is the comment from 70 Miller? Just see Chunk's put pressure, that's all it can be to him. Let's see now. Right, Brad, here we go. Oh, Brad, just relax, Brad, just relax. Starting to force stuff a little bit now. And Fraser's just starting to relax a little bit. Don't want to lose another one, really. Ideally, 8-6 starts to be a feel a bit nip and suck. And as we said earlier on, so I'm like flying out the traps. These are marathons these days, not sprints. Unfortunately, you don't win a raceway team by winning the first 5 or 6 frames. Fryer just seems to be, I don't know, just taking his time a little more composed. I think he sniffs that if he just plays a little bit more sensible ball, gets a little bit more control of his wife for sure, he'll soon knock that deficit off. It's a little bit unfortunate for Mr. Fryer. Probably big favourite with these Reds if he finds his way back to the table. Oh, see, he got some wazzle on that, didn't he? Christ. Absolutely incredible. Got some swell on that one, boys and girls. A little bit too much. We'll go look for a cab commentator at the cigarette break. I think Wayne, Fryer and Brad will probably have one after this frame, I could be wrong. Cue that nice. There's certainly some work to do. Right, doesn't drop us in the middle and play for his tough yellow now. His son finished this from here. He's looking at it. He's certainly got the angle. Certainly got the angle, but this is, I tell you what, this is a tough finish, but not without his reach, not beyond his reach, should I say. Yeah, I tell you what, was that he'll sneak past that red. Doesn't appear so. So now, Fryer has got a little bit of negotiating to do now with Mr. Fryer. Had 2 goes at getting into them, and twice he's failed. And he's, I think he's starting to run out of ideas a little bit. Containing safety then, is it? No, it's in. Now then, Mr. Fryer, what have you got left in your magic box of tricks? Because I'm looking at this table from the camera angle I'm watching, and I ain't got a screw what you're going to do. And a very good evening to Mr. John Steele. I hope you're well, my mate. I'm sure John Steele will be calling me up for another practice session before his quarter-final so that he can be tested to the highest of level. Right then, Brad Burrell all the way to here. That's a good shot by Mr. Fryer. He was running out of ideas, so Brad's got to find something out. See, wait if Fryer gets his bad yellow out now for me. Have I really? And I'm thinking I know how to fix it. Give me 2 seconds, folks. Well, it's all better for my voice as long as it's not echoed, John. And as predicted, Mr. Fryer gets his bad ball out. I am told that when the echo comes, it is, I didn't get a technical reason why it happens. There's nothing we're doing. Phil told me. It's a software problem with the echo. It's nothing I'm doing or anything like that. It just happens, comes and goes. So hopefully, if he's playing another skill shot, he nailed one earlier. This is going to be massive. No, not this time. And this time it's going to cost him the frame. So 8-6 from 7-2 down. Now this is where Brad needs to find his resilience. This is where Brad needs to not lose his head, because it would be catastrophic. He has to think to himself, right, I've still got a 2-frame cushion, they'll probably have a break after this frame, go and have a ciggy, chill out, next frame, win it. He can't start beating himself up about frames and shots. Fryer stayed dead composed even from 7-5 down, and that's the difference. But Brad should come back to the table in this frame. This should be 8-6. And can anyone confirm if I'm still sounding a wee bit echoey? Because at the break, what I'm going to do is I'll unplug the mic again. Right, Mr. Fryer, just to sum across. I should think that will do him nicely for 8-6, and then we will find out if I have another cigarette break, and I'll try and find a Coke on. 8-6 with that, and we have carry on. So they're not going for a cig yet. We carry on. I might need to pop out in a minute to get a drink and find out if there's somebody that fancies the hour in here. I shall return. Bear with me. Right then, folks, I'm back with you now, and I have managed to find a co-commentator, and I've only gone and found an absolute Bobby Dazzler for you guys. So we've had Cal Lewis in, absolute legend. I've only gone and found Nigeria's #1. Who are we talking about? Jigsy. Good evening, Jigs.
Now then, guys.
What do you make of this then, Jigs?
I am back on the comms, legend.
Well, that's a good way of putting it, Jigs.
Wow, I listened to my comms back the other day. Wow.
Right, anyway, so that's it, the Jigsy. Thanks for coming in, Jigsy, and I'll see you next week. No, seriously, so what do you think? You know, Brad's, he got flying, didn't he? And now we're starting to see a little bit of fry coming back into this. Brad's got to keep his head, yeah?
No, to be fair, Brad's absolutely flying, but it's just seemed to slow down a little bit. If he can get a couple of frames in ahead again, I think that Wayne just needs to keep putting Wayne under pressure, I think. The more he puts him under pressure...
I'm not trying to cut you short, Jigs, but we're echoing, and I know how to fix it this time, so just bear with me.
Okay.
I'll unplug the mic and plug it back in. It should fix it, so just bear with me, Jigs.
Looks like it's 8-7.
Right, hopefully that's fixed.
Wow, what's he done there?
No, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, he can cut it in the middle, but that's a bad shot for me. For a man of his standard, that's a bad shot.
Let's just double check we've got rid of the echo, Jigs, first before we carry on. It's a software problem, guys. It's nothing to do with anything we're doing.
He's got it.
Great shot. 8-7. Is that still echoing just before me and Jigsy carry on talking? Just give him a chance to let us know, Jigs, because brilliant, sorted. So just unplugging the mic, it's a software issue, so it's nothing we do wrong. So if it happens again, we just unplug the mic and plug it in again. Yeah, so 8-7, do we start to see a bit of pressure on Brad now, do we?
100%, mate.
I've just brought Jigs in here for comms, and then to decide to go for a break.
The man his standard, Wayne, do you know what I mean? So it's just like...
It's hard now for Brad.
When Brad's so... if he could have stayed in front all the way, just stayed in front, he needed that three game gap for me, 3 or 4 game gap. If he stuck to that 3 or 4 game gap, then Wayne would have been doubting himself, like, oh, am I ever going to claw it back? But like you say, he's clawed it back now, and how's Brad going to cope with the pressure?
Well, do you know what, Jigs? I'll be dead honest with you, right? I don't think there is any pressure on Brad. And what
There's
he's
not,
got is no one give him a chance.
Exactly.
And he's 8-7 after 15 frames. And you're right, having that cushion was what Brad really ideally needed to keep.
100%.
But he's just lost, I think he's lost 4 on the bounce here. Brad comes back off his ciggy and wins the next frame or 2. Game on.
That's what I said to Brad.
Game on.
I said to him outside, I said, Brad, get the next 2, mate, and you're back 3 in front. The pressure's back on him, because every time you go 1, 2, 3 in front, he's thinking in his mind, and I know for a fact this is what he's thinking in his mind. He's thinking, am I going to claw it back? Am I going to claw it back? When he's 3 behind, I can't lose this frame because I'll be 4 behind. And that's how a pool player thinks. Like, it really does. You can't afford to be 4 behind. Like, I'm not saying, but I played Beanie tonight.
How did you get on, by the way? It was 9-9 when I see.
I was just banging them, to be fair. I said to no, honestly, played to 30 and I said, I don't want a long race. We'll have a knock. We'll play to 13. I was like, just play to 13, have not. I was flying, he was flying, but he went 9-6, 9-5 up or something like that. And then obviously I just found another gear from somewhere and I beat him 13-10.
Did you?
Yeah. I absolutely flew at the end, to be fair, but yeah, playing him in practice. Playing him at practice, it's a good practice for me.
Oh yeah.
Massive practice for me at the end of the day. But yeah, I queued well tonight. But that's what you need to be doing. Like, so
I just have to stop you there, Jigs, because Lee Stabler's just made a very good point. Shea Ward has just been and took a cue from under the table. Can we just find out whether it's his?
Yeah, it's not yours, is it? Oh my god.
Well, it's not mine because he knows he likes to keep his fingers, but it might be somebody else's now.
Oh my god.
Bless him. He's a good lad, he is a good
Nah,
lad.
he's a good lad, but what happened to him earlier? I think the doors fell off or something like that, because weren't he 14-8 up
14-8 up against Liam Holtz and lost 15-14.
Wow.
Liam's a good stick, but he shouldn't be
He
winning
is
that
a
many.
good
He shouldn't be
stick,
winning
but-
7 on the bounce.
Wow,
against
then
Jay.
hell then.
But yeah, there you go.
No, but yeah, Liam come up to me earlier and was like, I was 14-8 down against
Mad, isn't
Shay.
it? Mental.
And guess what? I won. And I was like, wow.
Crazy.
That is absolutely crazy, but yeah, fair
Hey, do
play.
we know how Callum and Grimo's going? Because that's a comp game tonight as well.
Where's that?
And here on table 8. They're playing in the Steve Metcalf comp, I think.
Oh, I don't know then.
Yeah, look, Beanie's Foden's calling it out. You and Beanie money match. I don't know. What do you reckon?
I'll play, man. Literally, I think Beanie knows I'm playing for money match
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Would you have a decent pot, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think we could get a
I
decent
think
pot
you
as
could.
well.
Oh, I think you
I
could.
honestly, and I think,
I think
literally,
would be interested.
playing Beanie tonight, I don't think, obviously, he didn't know what I'm absolutely capable of, but seeing what, because I think I snookered him once in that whole match.
I bet he didn't snook you many times either, did he?
Yeah, he did, to be
Did he?
fair, a couple of
Did
times,
he be
but
a naughty man?
only because I was queuing well and I was literally potting everything. I was just potting, literally pot. But I think now, in his mind, he knows what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
Potting wise, he knows that I can match him,
Yeah.
match for match, potting, and I think he would take the game, but in his eyes, I think he knows that it would be a tough game. for him.
Yeah.
It would be a tough
To be
game.
fair to Bean, the one thing I'll say about him is he don't mind tough games. He's
Exactly.
not one of these little treaty games.
And this is
never has.
exactly the same as me. I do not shy away from tough games. My last game here, I think it was my last game as well, against that Sean Cook. Yeah, we didn't play well because he didn't adapt to the table.
Yeah.
I knew for a fact I'd get him bases on the table. He's never played on a blackboard table before, I don't think. I've come here, I've been playing on table 5 for God knows how long. I was playing my best pool at the time. He come down and I just blew him away. 9-0 up. He couldn't cope. It was a level game after that once he got to the... He got to know the table a bit more. And then, like you say, it was a really close game after that, but I beat him 18-10. And everyone ripped me off and said, you cannot win that game. So I was just like...
Yeah, but you're Nigeria's number 1. People need to remember this.
Wow. I haven't been for a long while, but I'm starting to get the practice in and I'm starting to play well again. I'm starting to cure well.
Jigsy, you've been a good game. Anyway,
Evening, Mr. Still, evening.
we're back to this, Jigsy. We've got Wayne Fry with a ball in hand, and do you know what? A break this now would really not be good for Brad.
No,
It would hurt
wouldn't.
him.
It would. It really would hurt him as well. Because his confidence would just be...
Well, it'd be rattled, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, it would.
Because sometimes taking a break can just
But
realise
he's
he's
dry.
dry.
He's dry.
Right,
And what
this is where
can...
Brad needs to find a bit of composure.
Yeah,
Jigs,
he
isn't
does,
it?
yeah. If Brad can get this one and the next one, I think Wayne would start to feel it a bit. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, going behind early is probably the best place to go behind. You don't want to be going behind later on, do you?
But like we say, Brad is doing quality to be
I'm really impressed
8-7
by Brad
up.
tonight. His attitude. and
Against Wayne Fire, Brad is doing brilliant.
Right then, Jigs, he comes round the back here, and does he take these? I hope he does. He needs a good white.
If he can get the
That's
good,
not
yeah,
bad, no,
that's
that
not too bad because the red swings down this rail past the yellow, doesn't it? So if he does, like you say,
Nudging that
open,
level.
oh, that's a great shot. That is a great shot.
This is probably
For me now,
he needed from the break.
He pushes this through for the middle, the left middle. He pushes this through for the left.
He's going back.
Oh, what's he done
I
there?
think he's okay, Jugs. I think he's okay.
For me, I topped that
Yeah, I know what you're
through
saying
to
now.
get maximum value on this one down the rail.
See what he does here, Jigsy. He's not out of the running yet, pal. No, he's got to play a double now.
Yeah, he's got to bang this double. And do you know what? I think he gets this.
Pressure double now, though, isn't it, Jigs? Early on, he was
I think
knocking
this
these in
is
for
no.
fun.
I think this is a straight double. Come on, just cue it, Brad. No, Brad.
You know, early on, he was knocking them in for fun.
knocking
and
him
now
in.
he's starting to get a little bit
That's what I mean.
twitchy.
When
And he
you-
was on the wrong side of that red anyway.
Do you know what? When you feel the pressure in a pool match, when you start to feel the pressure, you do miss a lot of balls. It's crazy.
Well, it's getting tight. And
What goes through your mind when you think? In his mind, then he was thinking, "I have to get this.
I think so. Because the reality is,
If I don't get this, it's over."
you was playing the one when me and Cal was in here watching this, and early on, Fryer had been poor.
Oh,
He'd been poor.
I couldn't believe it. I
There's no
couldn't
two ways
believe how.
about it. And Brad was playing well, and all of a sudden, it's 8-7 now, and Fryer probably ain't even got going yet.
That's
He
it.
hasn't
Yeah.
even got started yet to his level. So imagine if he kicks on another gear, he's just going to say, "See you later, Brad." This is why Brad needs to be sort of taking his chances what he gets. That's not a bad effort, but it's not there, you know. And the red, it's okay. It's okay. Fryer's probably going to have a go at these though, Jigs, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Unless, like, he's been on a tactical. He's been on a tactical mind for me, Fryer. He hasn't been going
Let
for
his hand go.
everything. He's just been like, "Oh, play this one safe."
Do you think
Because I've been watching a bit.
Do you think there's an element to that though? Because he's not really been playing as well as he probably knows he can, and his cue ball's not been great. He's probably had to revert back to a bit of a
He's
a
been
big
missing
game.
shots as well.
Yeah,
I've been watching him outside, and he's been missing easy shots to the middle, which you think he should not ever
He's
miss.
class.
Yeah, he's absolutely class. And I was thinking to myself, is it the pressure? Is he actually feeling it? Is he thinking like,
I'm not sure it's pressure really, but
it's probably not, but he shouldn't be missing them then if it's not pressure.
I
He
think he's
shouldn't be
probably
missing
just
them
out-
shots.
I just think he's probably out of practice, if I'm honest. But that's not an excuse. 'Cause
Who's
these
to
are class
say?
players.
Who's to say he's not been practicing though? Has he got a table at home?
Well, I couldn't possibly.
A
tell
man
you.
of his calibre should
You'd
have a
expect-
table at home.
you'd
Yeah,
expect him to,
exactly.
wouldn't you?
So if he's saying, "Oh, he's entered this comp with no practice," that's look again. That's absolutely terrible because
Well, I
Brad.
would never call it terrible, but I know what you're saying. It's not the best.
Well, it's not, yeah, it's not the best, but it's not good, is it?
No. But
'Cause for
I
me,
think
Brad-
Arsenal have gone 1-0 down, Jake. By the way.
Oh wow!
Well,
Doors-
Spurs put come on bees, and I tell you
Look,
what.
see what I mean?
I'll tell
He's
you
left
what,
in that shot there,
Now
and
he's
it's in
got
a
a
big
massive
bag.
bag.
Yeah, this should be 9-7 now.
Yeah,
If Brad can hold his nerve here.
He hasn't left the best angle.
No,
He's still got a
but
big
if
bag,
he
mate.
gets this, but this could be awkward as well because he can hit the yellow. He doesn't want to hit the yellow.
Does he get it? He gets it.
He gets it.
How was that not dropped?
Wow!
How?
No, honestly, how has that not dropped? Seriously. Oh my god.
My lord, we could be looking back on that black in a few frames time.
That's what I mean. And Brad, that's going to hurt Brad if he don't win this frame now. Seriously, going
The
to
fire
hurt
can't
Brad.
go through from here. Or does he?
Wow, what's he done there though? He's tried to like the ball's still spinning now. Look, so he's absolutely pinged that in with load of side.
I know these guys are top players and I get it, but sometimes I just think to myself, let's just get.
Can he get to the you know them 4 balls up the top? Can he get to the very top one where it's on the rail and snooker Brad, or is either going to flick off the one thingy and snooker him? Can he get it though? That's a good shot.
Is it though, Jigs?
But now he hasn't got a snooker whatsoever.
So it's not a good shot.
Unless he snookers him on this 1 second from the left.
I'm sending an SOS out to Trump. Come and save me.
Mate, wow.
Well, that's a good recovery. But he's,
How is he going to go
he's
for
got
these
tons
though?
of- Well, the problem was right. Obviously, why he was playing being there when I was watching this game, and Fryer was doing a lot of hanging. He was hanging himself a few times. But we call it hanging himself. He would describe it as going for the finish because he's a top boy. No, Jackie in. He's just talking at an unbelievable rate of speed. And,
What I normally do, because I'm ace.
He's not only the pull. He's not only Nigeria's number 1 at pull. He's also Nigeria's number 1 at running and talking
And commentary.
and commentary. Apparently, you should do like. Have you seen that video of that guy that can't pronounce
Yeah,
football
on
team?
the football.
You should put him, Jigs.
When the fire one? West Ham United.
Oh, bravo! Ed.
West Ham United 1. Manchester United.
Go on then, Jigsy. What's he doing here then? Come on.
Do you know what he's doing here?
Can't delay, Jigs.
He's going to ping this in the left top with side.
He's trying to drop that in the middle, Jigs. And
No, he's not.
He is. What are you talking about, you big wall?
He's gone the wrong way then because he don't know
right.
nothing.
Wayne Fryer was world number 1.
Yeah, he don't know nothing.
He's
though.
gone completely the wrong way, guys.
Look, he's missed it. Wow.
You haven't missed it, but that's not great white.
Ah, no, that's good because he's gonna ping this with a load of check left and he's gonna land plumb. Watch.
Well, it's all or nothing in this frame, Jigsy. All or nothing.
Danny Morton, yeah, I fancy it, mate. Let me know, Pot. Let me know, thingy and
Well, it's
out.
not going to be arranging it. It's an island. You and B just need to arrange it, you nugget.
No, but he wants it, so. I'll play Dan.
You're not playing Danny, you're playing Beanie. How many you are? I thought you were side
Oh, Jack. Left. He's gonna ping this in.
Well, this is bad. And I'll tell you what, he's taken these episodes. I didn't see how we could finish them.
He's put these really well.
But that shows you, doesn't it? Look at the class, look at the ability. He's took it all in his stride.
Really has.
All in his stride. Like it's just another day at the office.
Oh! Wow, nippy.
Commentator's case, mate.
Wow. Now then, Brad, what we got then? What we got?
Well, he needed that.
Now then. Mate, Wayne Fryer does not miss them pots.
Well,
It's just the story of his night, do you know what I mean?
Everybody's capable of missing them on
I
these
tell you what,
tables.
if Brad breaks some dishes here,
Now it'll be what you said. Win the next 2 frames from the fag break.
I told you.
Bring you back. You haven't told me out yet. You predicted. Let's see
come
what
on, Brad,
happens.
get this then.
He's been breaking well, Brad. You know, his break's been massive tonight, Dukes. But that's massive. That could be massive. In all fairness, Jigsy, the black that didn't drop in for Brad, he probably deserved to win that. Frame.
Yeah.
Do you not think? Because I didn't know how that black stayed out.
To be fair, I didn't actually know how it stayed out.
His dry breaks. What do you think, Jigs? Are we liking these reds? Are we liking the yellows?
I think
yellows.
I think yellows are gone.
Yellows are bye-bye.
I really do.
Yeah, these should be bye-bye.
But the way Wayne's playing at the minute, are they gone?
Well, he's found a ball, so it's Brad at the table. So he's got that chance of that break this you spoke about. He's found a red. So he's going yellows, isn't he?
I love
He's going
watching
reds.
games like this. I really do.
Is he going reds? No, he's going yellows.
Oh,
I don't know
Brad.
why he did that, because that yellow went past that black.
It did as well.
Ooh, yeah.
Because where does that yellow go now? It don't go to the middle. It don't go. Well, it does go to one. It goes to the right middle, doesn't it? But you've got to be on it plumb to put it in there.
I agree with you as well, John Steele. I was thinking, how do I get a safety shot out of this? And he was just thinking, I'm going to finish it. Actually, John, it resembles some of those ridiculous finishes you were getting against me.
That's not. It's not a mental finish. It's confidence. And I'll say that clearly now.
Well,
that is confidence. Because that's what I was doing tonight. I know disrespect. I wouldn't have got them. Like, fair enough. But it literally is confidence. If you're confident and you think in your mind, I'm getting these, you're going to get them. And he should have, but he didn't. Because he nipped the last ball and he was unlucky in my part. But
We'll fire off onto these.
that is absolutely massive confidence on Wayne Fryer's part. To go for them and literally fall at the last hurdle. Wow. That is absolute confidence right there.
Well, I think Wayne will fancy these, you know, Jigsy. I know there's 1 or 2 cut reds to negotiate,
That's
but
it,
I think he'll fancy them.
Like and share the page, as Dan has said. I'll put my part in again. No, but I think this is going to be a cracking game. I really do.
Well,
if Brad can just hold his nerve and take Wayne to the wire, it's going to be an absolute belt. It's going to be a belter. I'm telling you, it really is going to be a belter.
This will test Brad's resilience. There's no question about it. And he needs to test that at his age. You know, he's a young kid. He's got the ability.
But even these now,
He's got to be putting them
even these for me are like they all go. Yeah, they all go. but it's a hard clearance because
Not for someone like Mr. Fryer. Because,
no, that's not bad to be fair. Because now all he has to do is
yeah, apparently it's John.
put this down the rail, take the one off the middle bag, and leave the angle from the red to play into the middle bag that he's already played the other one in, and I think it's game over.
Well, you've heard
And
it from, you've heard
and
it from
and,
Tuesday
and
first,
for
haven't
me, he's playing the wrong shot because that comes down to confidence.
He hasn't played his shot yet, has he? He hasn't played his shot yet, Jake. So let's just see what he decides to do. Because he hasn't actually played a shot yet. He's weighing his table. That's what he's doing.
Look, I don't get that shot because.
Well, you might do in about 2 shots time, pal.
But what's he going to do? I don't get his thinking here because surely he plays. I know it's risky playing the one down the road, but if he gets it, he's absolutely plumb to play the one in the middle, play the one near the black, and then leave the angle for the middle for the black.
Jigsy, I'm absolutely astounded that Barry Ain and Tap Chuck's on BBC Two. You're unbelievable.
I know the game, mate. I know the game. If he gets this, fair play, but for me...
Watch this, Jigs. He'll be on it in the middle. This guy's he was world number 1, Jigsy.
Yeah.
Don't try and predict what
he's played. No, he's played it well, but for me, you could have gone my way easily.
Jigs, you could have done it.
And a man of his standard as well. I thought, in my mind, no doubt he would have gone that way, and he doesn't even fancy this. Look, why do you step back?
He's just composed himself. He fancies this all day. These are ploppings for this guy. This guy was world. Let me just repeat, world number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He's got lucky there.
Fancy that black there.
Yeah, but he's got lucky.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but look. I mean,
No, if that does,
he sees patterns.
That could have gone massively wrong.
You know,
he could have left himself nothing there. Fair play. He's got the shot.
Fair so. Yes.
Yeah, got it.
9-8. Jigs. Brad needs to keep his composure.
That's it.
Keep his head.
Keep your head, mate.
And I'm going to for a while.
I am as well.
Well, you go first, because we can't leave the comms without voice.
Right, I'll be back in
You go first, Jigsy.
The legend will be back.
Alright, mate, I hate you off for a poo when you've got constipation because you're doing my nutting. My lord. You know, sometimes when you make a judgment and you think, yeah, that's a good idea. What I'll do is I'll get Jigsy in and I'll get him on comms with me because that would be a really good idea. And then about 3 minutes into that decision, you think, my lord, what the hell have I done? That guy's insane. Christ on a motorbike. Well, you know, Jigsy said he only wanted to do an hour, so you've only got to listen to him for about another 20 minutes, but my lord. Right then. Fry's found the ball. And I'm not going to tell you the route he's going to go. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to try and predict out, but in about probably 4 minutes time when Jigsy comes back in, he'll tell you exactly what he should have done, why he should have done it, and how he did it wrong. Well, John Steele, honestly, I've I've made a terrible error of judgment. Oh my lord. Some people, look, I don't pretend to be the best comms or anything like that, but some people just should not come near a mic. And I've found out tonight that Jigsy is one of them people. But fair play to him, I didn't want to sit on my own. I wish I had done now. And you will not believe the things that I'm thinking about Chunky right now. So, evening, Mr. Adam Walker. Oh, honestly. Crazy, isn't he? So, Wayne Fryer at the table. If he goes back level, you have to start then thinking it gets tough for Brad. But Brad is still chipping in. He's still mucking in and giving a good account of himself. I think we've only got Jigsy for a little bit longer. Potsy said once he'd finished playing Dave Dawson, we'll get Potsy in here. So Potsy will be a much, much better voice, shall we say. Yeah, absolutely, John. Yeah, I'm trying to get. Obviously, we've got the usual comms team and bits and bobs, but it'd be great to get Mick Rouse in for Ryan Milson versus Cam Dunlop. Purely because he's known them all, both of them since he was kids. So great to have his perspective on that game. But yeah, we always want new voices, new opinions, because it's what makes the whole world go round. Sometimes Jiggs' opinion might not be wanted, but at least he's here doing a bit. So then, Wayne Fryer, just taking his time. Wayne, this is a big frame. Oh, I mean, they're all big frames from here on in now, you know. Right then, Brad. 10 frames ago, these were disappearing pretty quick. He could really do with nailing one here, just to give him that, I don't know, that sense of. I mean, he's losing his way a little bit himself now. Nearly one he had on a shoestring, but he could just do with we're nicking a frame here, Brad, and just to give him that belief that when he gets to the table with a chance, he's bridging. This is hard in the middle. This, he's done. That's an exceptionally good shot. That might have looked easy on stream, but I'll tell you now, that was a very, very good shot, and it could have won him the frame. And it's nice to see Brad showing a bit of composure here, you know, because you've got someone like Fryer right up your ring piece. All of a sudden, it gets a bit touchy, doesn't it? But no, he's taken these well. Drop it in, Brad. That's absolutely fine, Brad. Roll the black in for 11-8. Take a breather. And go again. Superb, Brad. Superb, Brad Burrell. This is good, this. This is good. It's nice. 10-8. Brad to break. And this frame puts us halfway through the race. Dave Dawson just giving Brad a little pep talk. He's probably going, "Ah, mate, what are you doing, Brad? You need to put all the balls away, mate." So that's about as wanted as a fighting astronaut suit. Brad just needs to keep his own temperament and just keep doing his stuff. Been breaking well, Brad, tonight. He's been hitting the ball exceptionally off his break. Gone against him sometimes, but gone with him majority of the time. And he has found a couple, or he's found more than a couple, he's found 3. Right then, Brad. Have a look at the table. Can you negotiate the reds? I think there's a better ball. There's a little bit of a difference between Fryer and Brad in terms of Fryer will just have a look at what route he wants to take and how he's going to do it. Brad was straight down on the pot. And I think that's probably just that, not difference, but that's something Brad's going to have to learn to do. He didn't plan his route there, he got down and potted the ball, and then he probably had an idea of what he wanted to do, but he just took a little bit of time, Brad. Got all the ability in the world. Not sure if he was playing his cover bag there, but it's a poor shot either way. Who's better, Fryer and Steeper? I don't know, mate, you may as well let your finger and stick it in there, in the air. In the 1980s, there was no one better than Fryer. But Steve's a player. So, you tell me.
Sorry for
Jigs is back, so I can take the toilet now. Toilet's right.
waiting an hour and a half for a pint.
Hour and a half. Don't tell him that only goes on the stream.
Only got to sort his stuff out, mate. I'm joking.
Right, I'm just going to throw a wee myself. So what the position of this frame is, Brad is red. He did have a chance really off the
Just
break.
see it. 10-8. Ooh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
He had a
then.
chance to go break this, but he's missed that chance. I think he's seen that pass, can he? Yeah, good shot.
Can as well. Wow.
Well,
Bradley!
I'm actually not
Oh,
going to go.
no.
No, it's fine, he'll put that in the bottom. Oh.
No, it's not. They needed that. The
It's
yellow
okay,
gone.
it's alright, it's fine. It's fine.
If that yellow went, it
You
was
watch this.
these are gone.
You watch this. I'm just going to stick with this frame.
I don't know.
Watch. Oh, he's missed the
no.
pot. It was the right shot, you know, dude. Right, I'm going to throw for a wave. I think.
It's going to go for a wazzer.
I think. Right, might get another go. We'll see. You keep the punters entertained, Jigs.
Hey, it's Bradley Wiggins.
Just don't talk about yourself too much.
Oh, I'll try not to, mate. I'll try not to. So, 10-8. What we got? He's unlucky there, to be fair. I can't see him finishing these for me. But, we'll see what the Friar has got. Oh, wow. Wow. He's played and... Wow. It couldn't have been any better. I think he's miscued that shot, looking back on it. He's miscued it and he's still plumb. Oh dear. Now he's Chinese. What's he gonna do here then? Because he needs some shiz on this, doesn't he? Does he get these? That's the thing. That black doesn't go. Where's he putting the black? You can't put enough. You can't put enough jizz on that to get on to get the black out. Surely. Brad is massive favourite to get this frame. Like 1-8 for me. Let's see what he's got then, guys. Let's see what he's got. Wow, he's absolutely nowhere. That was an impossible shot for me. If he was going to do that, he might as well have just potted it and just had a wank at the black. Wow, that's mental, that. That shot was mental. He went for like an impossible shot there and he couldn't even get it. Now he's left Brad the game. If I was Brad now, I'd just get this ball off the... You're leaving him a shot, yeah, but... Or does he just ping this in the middle and go for him? That is a class shot. That's confidence for you, that. Fair play. Keep your calm now, Brad. Oh, Bradley. I don't even know... Yeah, I think he was just on the red. Does he double this? That's the question. It wouldn't surprise me if someone like he got this. Or can you get the bag? Can you play this, nudge the red off the bag and put the black there? And say to Brad, go and get him. It's not an easy shot, but that could be the shot for me. Because you've got the angle to put the red on the rail. think that could be the shot, but obviously he's not going to go for that. I think if that was me, that would be my fault. Play the back over the bag on the red and put the red on the round. No, that was just a nothing shot for me. You've just gifted Brad the frame. The pace he played it at as well. He went for the middle, but just literally, it's nowhere near. It was nowhere near that. Wow, he's gifted Brad, and here we go, 11-8. Come on then, Bradley. Wow, and this is what I said earlier. Wayne will be feeling like it's running away from him. In his mind, he'll be thinking, I cannot lose this frame now. I cannot lose this frame. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So, 11-8 to Bradley Burrell. What have you got, Brad? What have you got?
Right, Jigs, 11-8 then, is it?
11-8, mate. Wow.
Right, next break then, Jigs. We've got another transfer coming in, so Jigs will leave us at the next break, and we'll have Philip Potter's coming in with us.
Yep. And I'm
Jigs got to get absolutely spangled because we've got a big day out tomorrow.
Spangled. I'm off to watch.
So 11-8, Jigs. This is exactly what you said, didn't you? You said
Said
you
it.
to get that free frame back.
I said
didn't
it. I said it, mate. I said 100%. If he keeps going. Yeah,
It'll keep it close. That's the thing. It'll keep the game tight.
Yeah, 100%. If Brad goes 12 up 8 here, I honestly think Wayne will be thinking, wow.
I think he'll keep his composure.
Of course he of course he will, but he'll be thinking in the back of his mind, am I ever going to claw it back?
Yeah,
He gets within one.
He hasn't actually been in front in this game.
No, he gets within one, and then Brad just kind of just
Has a couple.
yeah. So
I know what you're saying, because it's only race to 18.
I think he's trying too hard, Wayne.
You think?
Yeah, he's trying.
Forcing a bit too much.
Yeah, I think he's trying to. But like you say, if Brad wins this,
I'll tell you what though, one thing I will call out right now, I had probably, I don't know, I would say at least 10 people told me Brad couldn't make double figures.
Oh, wow.
He's 11-8 up.
exactly.
I was told he couldn't get to 10 frames.
And in the back of my mind, when he said, I'm playing Wayne Fryer, I thought,
Everybody did though, Jigs. Everybody did. They didn't give him a sniff.
they didn't give him a sniff like
FA
they didn't give
Cup
me a
of Ball, mate.
sniff
FA.
against my last match, but I absolutely stayed.
GG, Brentford have beaten Arsenal.
I
FA
know,
Cup of Ball.
1-0.
That's
And
what you
Dorsey's
want.
got 150 quid on
That's a
Brentford.
clever shot. Now Fry's using his noodle a bit here. And he ain't hanging himself in this frame, he's trying to make it hard for Brad.
Exactly.
You would still say Brad is slight favourite because he's got more balls on the table, but in terms of being in these sorts of situations, Fry's been here a million times. He can. Do you know what? I don't know if he can. He come off that side rail here. See, I thought he could hit that hard and get that bad yellow out. He
Yeah.
probably could have, but then the red wouldn't have finished where it did. He's probably happy with that. He's probably more than happy with that. Oh, Brad just put it even in deeper trouble, that red.
Good.
What do you think then, James?
That's what he needs to
Who
do.
do you got favourite for this frame?
Do you know what? Do you know what I do here? I deep screw off this red. I know it's dangerous, but I deep screw off this red, the right side of it, and put on into the yellow.
Cannon into the yellows.
Yeah, cannon into the yellow and open it all up.
Do you know what? It won't surprise me if you played that shot, you know, Jigs. You watch this. I think you've called it. Jigs has got one right here. Look at that.
I am fucking.
Hey, Jigsy. Hey,
Sorry,
hey,
guys.
hey.
Sorry.
We're past the watershed, Jig, but we still don't swear. We're trying to do a professional outfit here now.
Sorry guys, I've got Tourette's. I have actually.
You haven't got Tourette's, you just...
I've been serious. The minute I
You're
swear I've
trying
got
to tell
Tourette's.
me now you've got Tourette's.
But I know, shot for shot, don't I?
Yeah, but Jigsy, can I just go back to the point you made? You're trying to tell me you've got some form of Tourette's.
I think I have. I do need to go to the doctor
Are you
straight.
absolutely off your nuts?
What? I swear all the time. Like, I call people like, oh wow, it's mental. I think I have actually got Tourette's syndrome.
Jigsy, you just messed my head up. Jigsy's got Tourette's, apparently. There's an exclusive for you.
And if I have got Tourette's, then I can be like, yeah, it's down to that.
Unbelievable, Jigsy. Anyway,
I called the shot.
You did call the shot, and he's on a finish because the
he's
black
on a
rolls
finish.
down that rail past the yellow.
It 100% does. So,
I mean, he's got to go to your credit there. You've only sworn once. So you've done well. You've done well, Jake. You've held in your own. Especially with someone with Tourette's, you know what I mean? It's not easy.
no, but yeah. No, but yeah, but no, but. But this should be 11-9.
It's nothing, hey, Jigsy, it's nothing. This commentary is giving people comedy value. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is 100%, but.
Yeah. But
This should be 11-9, and he's played that absolutely plumb.
Oh,
he couldn't have got
protected,
any
isn't he?
better. Oh, he couldn't have played that any better.
Does he just trickle his own jigs?
Go, just run it down. Don't even put anything on it. And that is a good finish. It is. I called it. I called the shot, and it's a good finish. He couldn't have finished any
It
better.
felt nice from Jigs, didn't it? I'm a god surprised at you, Jigs.
No, because I'm absolutely master at commentary.
You are when you don't talk about yourself.
Exactly. No.
When you're doing it on the
But,
game,
like,
you're on it, Jigs,
I
you're
do
on it.
call
I mean,
shots.
apart from your Tourette's that's concerning me now, because I don't want you to go at any given time, or something like that, because that worries me. But as long as you control your Tourette's, I reckon you do okay. And talk about the game and not yourself. Brilliant.
I love the game. I literally, honestly, I've got so much love for the game. It's
Ewan's here now. Ewan's made the quarterfinal, so he'll be loving this as well. He'll be
He's saying it has to
Ewan sat
win the
at home. Ewan sat at home naked in his socks with a Brad Burrell poster and a can of Stella in his hand, going, "Go on, bullet."
Yeah, but he's just saying that the opposite. He's just said Fryer has to win this comp.
No. He had him to win it. If you read it properly, he thought Fryer would win this comp.
Had
Fryer to win the comp.
Yeah.
Well, he swore, but we won't read that out.
No.
So he had Fryer to win it, right? Which is fine. So Ewan's looking at this now, a bit like Milson early on, and the likes of.
Does Brad get these though?
Well, why not?
Switch it off a minute. Does Brad get these? To go 12-9 up again and hurt Fryer
He
again.
needs good positional shot, Diggs. He needs an
And he needs one good shot, yeah. And that one positional shot could, that is to get onto the black. Yeah, that's a big shot. To be fair, because you don't want to be playing it last.
Let's see. He's done it. Oh my God!
Wow!
That's big hit stuff. That's any of these boys. That's top level stuff.
That is class. Bradley,
Absolutely
that is
stage of the game.
Wow. That is big hitter. That is big hitter.
Take a bow, Brad Burrell, because that was superb. Do not mess this up now.
That is class. Ali, what if he? Wow. Brad Burrell, what in the earth was that? Because that is different gravy.
I genuinely do.
No, I'm actually.
I'm sat looking at you because
I was thinking.
I don't know what to say.
Literally, honestly, I was thinking.
Superb.
How? Wow. That is
John
class.
Steele shared the table with Brad in a big money match where it went wrong for Brad and John was unbelievable that day. John will sit and watch that and go,
If he
you have
does-
got nothing but respect for that.
If he plays like this, like for the rest of the thingy, wow, he will. I don't think Brad can lose. And that's been on a serious note. As good as he's been number one. But if Brad plays like that, fearless, for the rest of the match, he cannot lose this match 3 frames up.
I
He can't.
won't go that far.
Look, he's dry here.
But
He's
I
dry
understand
here.
what
He's
you're
dry
saying,
here.
because that does get you a little bit. As a pool fan, that gets you a little bit moist. I'm not gonna lie.
That gets you pumped. That gets you pumped.
That there, right, was nearly as good as when they revealed you on Let's Get Naked or whatever it's called.
Mate,
I'm not gonna
honestly.
lie to you. That to me, that what I just see there nearly got me as excited. As
What,
that.
Aaron from London?
Yeah, when you come out, that was how I felt about that finish.
Wow.
Unreal.
That must have been different stuff then.
You are
No.
a madman. You are.
No.
Great. That's superb.
Wow, no, that honestly, that was mind blowing.
Well, he's Marsh. He's Marsh. That's what it is. West Marsh, mate. We've got Ewan in the quarterfinals. He's West Marsh. Hopefully, we'll get Brad in the quarterfinals. He's West Marsh. It's all Marsh.
No, that's just. And you know what? These go because I do honestly think that red passes the yellow and opens it up. He's just got to get the other red out though. That's the only thing. Oh, he went for a big shot there, and I think he's landed in no man's
Yeah, but
land.
he might be able to nick the red you just described near the black. Over the bag.
I don't think so. Not from that angle, mate.
Well, let's see, because he's doing something with it.
No, not from that angle.
Okay, that's probably not the best.
No, and I don't even think the red goes in it. Well, it could possibly,
You
but
might be able to force it. But
yeah.
the thing is, it's what Fryer does with these yellows, because these yellows are gross. Especially now the black's where it is.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation. I had this conversation Dan, before the game even was played. I said, "Can you imagine if Brad Burrell
Dan,
beats?"
chill out, mate.
No, he's right though. Brad Burrell beats the ex-world #1. Can you imagine?
No, I'm on about Dan Green.
Can you imagine the sort of stuff he's going to be saying?
I turned the telly off. Yeah, nice one, Dan. I thought you liked me, mate.
Oh, he's only playing with you, Jigsy. Calm down. That's a good shot, you know.
I thought
it was.
I actually thought you was a good guy.
Shut up, you Wally. Oh, he's on about your TV appearance.
No, on comms, I think. When Jigs
No, he's on about your TV appearance. He's not on about your own comms, pal.
Oh, what? Because of the weapon? It's all right, Dan. Don't worry about it, mate.
What I couldn't understand is you've never been to London in your life.
I know. Oh, I'm born and bred London.
Well, that explains a few things to me, mate.
I'm actually. And the weapon just explains that my dad was from Nigeria, so.
Absolutely. Right then, Jigs.
No.
So Fryer yet again has got to come up with some
Master plan.
Magical finish.
But he's got 5 balls to win that out. Do you know what I mean?
He's got it in his lucky.
He has.
You watch this. You watch this. To that.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
No.
Does it go though? Does it go though?
Yeah, that.
Oh, that's so tight.
But
Mate, that
it's
doesn't go.
It does.
It don't go.
Yeah, but even if it don't, Jigs, you can play that yellow and that red's going to be absolutely nosed up.
It's gonna be it's gonna be over the bag, but I don't know if that goes. You know.
He might play that now because them yellows are shocking down at the other end. But then again,
But how
he sees and finds things that you will never ever see.
these are hard
Well, let's
to get
see.
from there.
Alright, watch this then. Just watch. Let's
the
just
top-
observe for once.
He's gonna
Just
ping
see
this
what
out
it
here.
does.
That's not a good shot.
Jigs, you're saying that, but just watch. Just wait.
It's not a good shot.
Alright.
I'll say it now. That is not a good shot.
Just let's see. Just wait. There's no way that we can sit here
Mate,
and commentate on a
This-
guy
mate,
that's
I'm not
got all the
Nigeria's
shots.
#1 for no
He's
reason.
got all the shots.
I don't care if he
knows what he's
beats this
doing.
out either.
I'm telling you, Jigsy, this guy's got all the shots. Just wait.
If that goes, fair play, but I don't think that goes. I really don't. And he stood there scratching his head now,
I
thinking,
know.
wow, if he gets this, fair play, but I don't think it goes.
Well, let's just see, Jigs.
Whoa, whoa.
He's screwing.
He's nearly touching the red. Whoa.
Right then, Jigsy.
Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Do you know what? If he screws it off the rail first and hits the red, Oh, yeah, he was.
He's got all the shots.
But he had to do that to get thingy, because if he played it natural, the natural angle from the middle of the table where the white ball, if he potted it natural, it'd be on the black. Because the white was coming up, so he had to play it off the rail to hit onto the red to play into the thingy. So that's why he's left himself like that.
Well, it's another result.
So it obviously didn't go straight like plumb.
It's another result for Brad because, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, what he's going to do this one. There's no point in second guessing.
I don't know what he's going to do, to be fair, because he can't.
There's no safety here.
There's not, because
Brad will go hiding behind them two reds at the back rail.
I don't even know if can he play off it thin enough to leave him a no shot. No, that's just a bad shot. Because Brad will get these now.
Well, he should. And if he goes 13-9 up, wow. Then you start.
For me, I play this dead weight. As dead weight as you could. Oh, he's played.
He's going for him. He's going to go. He's going to get these, Brad. He's playing well enough to get these balls.
He is. And if he goes 13-9 up
here, it'll be about pressure, nothing else. It's not about his composure.
Wow.
See, it's pressure. That's nothing to do with anything. This is because Brad knows this is a massive frame, jigs. Lovely. Screw straight back, jigs, yeah? Happy with that?
He needs a good shot here. No, Brad.
He didn't put his truth with the ball. He jabbed it. He jabbed at it.
Oh, that's.
Do you leave the white on the side rail to the right?
No, I tried to snooker him.
Alright, let's see what Brad does. He's gone mental.
He's tried to. How did you like that? Never cooked for me.
Yeah, a little bit of composure loss there from Brad, if I'm honest. But that's fine. It's
didn't
fine.
Get on it. That never went for me, but
for me, he could have kicked off that red, pushed it towards the left-hand bag, and put the white on the side rail.
I'd have tried to snooker him.
He wouldn't have cut in.
Literally, I would have tried.
But it's fine. It's fine. You know, Brad, you're gonna have odd frames like that. He's just had a good rally of frames. So compose yourself.
13-9 is like.
It would have been big.
Massive.
But hey, no one's going to be moaning that's watching it, mate. It's 12-10. This is entertainment all over.
Wow.
And as we always predict,
Massive swing.
You get
again.
towards that. I don't know, that last 10 frames, and the viewers start really tuning in because they want to see that winning post.
Jesus. This is absolutely massive. So was that frame. Absolutely massive. If he got that, I think Wayne would have been in doubt in himself, in my eyes. 13-9 down.
Yeah.
Massive relief.
Yeah, massive break.
Yeah, massive relief. Release.
Great break, that, Brad. Make it count.
Hit this off the red, couldn't you? And then just leave yourself on the middle.
He's only got to negotiate one tough yellow, jigs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's happy about his angle.
He's not happy with leaving it on the cushion. That's why I said
if he'd played it off that red, he could have screwed back.
No, he could have played it off the thingy, so he's got a leeway on the. But now
he's not quite happy with his positional shot there, but
he's no.
Yeah, it must pass the red, jigs.
Does it?
It's hard to see from the camera, you know, mate, but it's down quite quick. It must do. It is hard to see on this camera angle, mate. Yeah, it flew in, look.
Oh, that's. He literally has got a lot of work in on there.
One good yellow, mate, is won the frame. Keep red, bad.
No.
You want on the yellow anyway. 12-11 could be a bit nervy.
But like you say, he went one behind.
Yeah, he's been in this position before.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on for you?
Don't know.
Hang on, Jake, move your plate a minute. I need to get rid of this, whatever it is.
Just click off it, I think.
Wow.
Just click on the screen here or something.
Oh,
yeah, boy.
Good lad, Jigs. You know what you're doing. Oh, bollocks, I've moved the screen.
That's the one. That's the one.
We don't touch anything.
Yeah, but like you say, it's just one shot sometimes that can just affect your clearance. And I honestly think if Brad played off the red, that first very shot to get better position for the white, then I think the yellows would have been gone. Now, Wayne's looking like it's going to be 12-10.
12-11.
12-11, sorry.
Don't miss these, pal.
Oh, wow. No way. No way.
These have been bread and butter all his life.
No way did he miss these. Yeah, plum. Absolutely plum.
Just making sure I haven't affected the screen when I move the cameras.
Yeah.
Accident. Yeah, it's all fine. All gravy. But yeah, it's I'll be absolutely stunned if Brad gets back to the table on this occasion, and I would suggest not. 12-11. Recompose yourself.
12-11 then. Ah.
Recompose. And go again. Oh my!
Oh my God! I bet heart in the mouth stuff that. Wow.
That's what I just did.
Yeah, I think I have as well.
Wow.
And I think you could see it as well. That.
Wow.
Wow, he just nearly dropped his pants.
Drama.
Wow, wow,
A
wow.
lounge.
12-11 then.
Great shot. Yeah, 12-11.
Wow.
They'll be breaking, I would say, in the next 1 or 2 frames. Because there's no sort of rhyme and reason. They're just going to both what a fag. So I just said 1 or 2 more frames will probably have a break. Brad really needs to be in it at that break. Because it'll be the last break there, I think.
Yeah.
So he's really got to be in it.
Powley, me and you tomorrow, how battered are we going to be tomorrow? At 9 o'clock tomorrow.
This isn't a social page, Jinxie.
After United
This is a sporting
smash
event.
Leeds. And then we're going to be on the session. Wow. We are going to be mental. I cannot wait.
You know what we need in here, Jinx? We need a light.
Yeah, we do, to be fair.
Don't we? A bit dark, you know what I mean? You're scaring me.
Because I'm a scary person.
Right, it's gone dry. But
What's Brad got?
we can be what he wants, Jinx. But are you thinking?
No, it's not a Supreme Lee. It's a Supreme Black Ball table.
No, it's not a Supreme Black Ball. It's just the Black Ball table. You're not a.
I'd call it a Supreme Black
Well,
Ball.
it's not a Supreme, Jinx. It's not even made by Supreme. You're absolute Wally. Jinx, you're mental.
No, it's got the thingy what the pros play on.
Yeah, but it's not a Supreme Black Ball table, is it?
It's not a normal Black Ball table though, is it? The green ones.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
It's not.
Yeah, it's made by the same
It's
company.
got bucket. These are bucket, mate. These are absolutely buckets.
Well, I think Danny Onagor will disagree with you.
I'm telling you
In terms
now.
of- it's the
These
same-
are buckets compared to the green ones.
But it's the same company that makes them.
Yeah, but these are different to the green tables.
It's not super.
1000%.
We're not debating that. We're debating where Brad's going to get these reds.
Yeah, 100%. Oh,
He's kissed it, you know.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait, Parley. I can't wait. One more sleep and then we
He's
can.
getting out, dude.
Steaming. No, he's not.
We've got to get it out at some point.
He has, yeah. I just think he's going for Mission Impossible here, though.
He ain't hanging himself, is he?
Yeah, he's got to be. Because.
Dangerous at this stage. How's your look?
Oh.
Don't think it was in that middle.
What's that fly doing? It's doing my head in. You can see it on the screen.
Yeah, there's no all time to it.
But
Sometimes,
yeah.
Sometimes go out and kill them and then sometimes they don't.
No, but. Yeah, I think Brad was just hanging himself there.
It might chip in. No, clearly done, but he'll be okay with that. Brian's got the most work to do here, but he's left him an angle straight away to go straight into them like cluster yellows.
Nah, I don't think he has.
We're saying no, I don't think he probably goes past them, doesn't he?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Right then. Big frame this in the grand scheme of things. At this stage, 12 all. Oh, crikey. 13-11 sounds better for Brad, doesn't it? And Fryer has played a nice. He's not well. Played a safety. He's not a nice safety in terms of Brad's got a.
Yeah, it could have been better.
Easy out, hasn't he?
I don't think Brad's got a lot here, to be fair. See what he's got.
Another yellow safe, maybe?
I think he's giving that angle to get them both out
Yeah,
now.
I was just going to say that. He could nudge his probably his waist ball out by potting that, can't he? Understands Brad's principles, though. I mean, Frank looks at these again.
He wants to get him out, yeah.
Well,
fair play, but
if Brad gets back to the table...
But Fryer can't get these. Unless...
You say that.
Unless the yellow ping... Unless it... ping... But goes off the red. If the yellow goes off the red on a rail, then I think it could be game over.
He's alright with this.
We'll see. We'll see in about 4 minutes. Unless he uses his bottom right to get into it.
Going into all of them, I reckon, yeah.
I think, yeah, he uses the bottom right one to get on him.
He's left the angle, Jigs.
Yeah, he has. And if he does get into him, it's game over. It's good
It's
night.
frame over, Jigs.
It's good. It's good night, Vienna.
But I get what you're saying.
But it is. It's good night, Vienna,
This
mate.
frame will be done if he gets this shot right. And then it'll be some serious composure for the 25th.
Yep. 55 viewers. Get them viewers up, Babby.
By the time you get to the last 6-7 frames, mate, you can probably double that number. Dave Dawson's
Good.
That is nuts.
He is, yeah.
He's meant to be in a comp tomorrow at Showman, and it's good luck with that.
I told him not to get pissed.
Hey, you didn't go into him, Jigs.
He's using literally what I said. But I don't think he's left.
What's he using? Because I'm struggling to see what he's doing here.
I think he went to leave himself straight so he could play it and then play the middle and move the red. So it was literally plumb.
Is he snookering him?
I think well, he's going to try and play that the shot I played, but look, but it's like it's shot to nothing kind of thing.
Yeah, it's clever. It's clever.
It really was. Because if he potted it,
the yellow,
he's
he's got that
opening
yellow.
everything up.
And he's got that yellow.
Yeah.
That's a very clever shot.
It is, yeah. And that's what I've got in my locker.
Oh right, yeah, good.
I'm joking, but I just knew what he was going to play there.
But that's because you are Nigeria's number one.
Just like a kind of a shot to nothing thing. So.
Right, what's Brad doing here then?
Let's have a look.
Well,
Let's have a look what he's got here.
he's
What can Brad?
He's got a lot of work to do because I
He
don't
has.
even think Friday needs 2 shots. I mean, Brad even hits a red, I think he loses frame, but
He's got it.
no, yeah.
He's got it. Oh.
Whiskers. I think even if, Brad might be disappointed down at that red, I don't think he'd have made a blind bit of difference even if he hit that red. He'd have had to snooker him for it to be an unbelievable shot. Yeah. Fire a ball in hand then. It's just a case of plop, 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 I think.
Jesus, wow.
And it's 12
You cannot
all.
miss these. You cannot miss these.
Oh, 100% Ryan. Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah, I said he played it as well.
There's some players play so like that would be a type of shot I'd expect from someone like that.
You could see he played it. It's not even a matter of fact. You could see he played the shot. So, you just knew he played it. It was a shot to nothing. Like I said. It was a shot to nothing.
This is where, you know, Brad just needs to. If he goes 12
If he
all,
didn't get the
keep
pot,
head,
if he
keep
didn't
head.
get the pot, he got the snooker. It's simple as that.
I hope Brad don't fall apart now.
I don't. Can hear Brad tapping his cue on the floor.
Well,
can't
Fry's
you?
not been in front in this game yet.
And he's still not in front now.
Well,
So-
he'll take these, it'll be 12 all. Brad, come on.
If Brad gets the next two though,
Well, he's capable.
and we
He's shown
know,
it-
and we
he's shown
know,
it all
and we've
night.
seen it.
He's shown it all night.
Brad gets the next two, yeah, it's 12 all, but if Brad gets the next two and goes 14, 12 up,
Yeah.
what's Fry going to be like then?
Well, Brad's composure's been excellent all night, to be fair. I can't fault the lad for the way he's played the game. Played it really well. But this is a big frame, because I think I might have a break after this frame, so
Massive frame,
Brad's
this.
got a break. His break's gone well for him tonight. He
Massive
needs it to go well for him now.
We'll see after this frame. Who's going to come out in front at the break, if we do have a break?
Oh, I think we'll definitely have one more Siggy break. 100%.
They've got to surely, haven't
Well,
they?
they're both chainies. Both chain smokers, so yeah, I thought so.
Good break here then, Brad. He's got a good break as well. I'm telling you.
Oh my god, look at the
Wow. Hello.
game. Just when you need a bit of luck. Just when you need a bit
Hello.
of to go your
Right,
way.
now keep you cool, Brad. These are gone. Keep your cool, mate.
Well, it's a big pressure situation, Jake. So
This will hurt.
let's
This
give
will
the
hurt
kid
Fry
credit.
again. Just when he gets thingy, he
Well,
goes behind.
I don't-
It's not going to
yeah,
hurt him. But
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Right.
He just, every time that Fry's getting with on the cusp
Yeah.
of taking the lead, Brad's just getting a little bit of something. He's just got to take these well.
He really does. For me, I'll take the top one now. The one lowest to the thingy. I really do.
Does that yellow go past your yellow without having to touch it, do you think?
Unless he's going
Because
to take.
he don't want
Unless
to,
he's
he
going
don't
to
want to
take.
be disturbing it, is what I'm saying.
He's not. He's going to take.
Is he not happy with that?
Fair enough. Yeah, he's happy with it, but because that's the way he looked at going, didn't he? So I just don't know what.
Composure, Brad. Just cue your ball like you would any.
Oh, Brad, like, whoa.
Alright, so.
That's what I mean. He's
We'll
feeling
get
the
it.
pressure now, and he's
And he will,
taking,
he
he's
will
taking
do,
wrong
he will
balls,
do.
and yeah, because that's what you do when you just take wrong balls and you start to.
What's he doing here then? It's not good. It's not good.
No, that's not good.
Oh,
These
he
are
might be
gone.
going down behind for the first time in the game. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Ryan. I mean, early on in the game,
Brad was on fire.
Brad was 7-2 in front, and even when he was behind at that stage, you still just sort of think Fryer's been in them situations a million times, and like you said, right, Brad's done himself exceptionally well so far in this game, and he's still in it. But you always knew Fryer was just going to just be there or thereabouts because of his class and ability and his experience.
Yeah, it's mental.
We've got a good last quarter of the game to go, that's for sure. It'd be nice to see Brad get his nose in front before the break.
I just think if Brad got that, then it's like massive, absolutely massive. But like you say,
I think a break will do him good because I think Potts will grab hold of him and
Yeah.
say, just chill out, Brad, one frame at a time. But 9 times out of 10, bread and butter this. Well, 10 times out of 10, bread and butter for Fryer. So you fear that Brad's going to go behind for the first time in the game.
First time in the
He's
game,
taken
man.
25 frames, and you have absolutely got to take the positives on that.
100%. If I was Brad, and I was thinking to myself, do you know what? I'm 13-12 down against the world, literally world number one. Well, was world number one. you'd be absolutely buzzing about that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, the reality is, like the guy that said, that was a great chance for Brad there, and he has started to tighten up a bit. But you can understand the magnitude, can't you? He's got himself in such a fantastic position against a player of this calibre.
Wow.
And a break now would probably do him the world of good.
Do you know what? Against anyone else, mate, he would have got them. And I'm not even being silly as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
In practice, it's just in match play, it's mental. I think because he knows he really does have to get them. In practice, he fires them in for fun.
Well,
but
it's
break time, guys.
12, and I think it's time for me to, well, that's going to be Jigsy Partners.
Yeah.
We've got somebody else coming in with us next.
Thank you very much, guys.
Jigsy's
Been a pleasure.
with us now. He's a legend, as always.
Been a pleasure.
And I'm going to have a quick chat with Brad, I think.
And I'm going to get steaming. Thanks a lot, guys.
Top man, Jigs. Thank you, buddy. Right then, guys, I am back. Jigsy is. Might get someone to come and join us for the later stages, but we'll persevere at the minute. He's at the bar getting absolutely spangled ridiculous now. So, you've got me for a little bit longer, and we'll go from there. So, speaking to Brad, and he's done the absolute, I don't know what's the right word, the worst crime you can do when you're playing a long range pool game is still reflecting on a frame 4 frames ago. And one of the things that, I don't know, maybe not what I've known but been taught by certain players around town is you just have to let them frames go. And he's still saying that frame 4 frames ago or whatever it was, he should have gone 13 whatever, and he's still talking about it. And I said, you keep thinking about that one frame, you're never going to get your game going again. So it's easily said than done, but you know, I just spoke to Potsy out there, and even Potsy said you can see the player now that's most comfortable and calm, and the guy that's a bit edgy, and he's right. You know, Brad's turned edgy in this game, and Fire's just stayed completely composed and relaxed, even when he was miles behind, and that's, I suppose, what makes you an unbelievable player. What Brad can't afford to do is let this game completely get away from him from this position. But 25 frames in, you would probably fancy Fryer to go 14-12 from here. Missed 1 or 2 of these in the early stages of this game, but he's not likely to miss them now. He's sort of where he needs to be at the minute. I mean, the scary thing is Fryer's probably playing in 3rd gear, and I don't mean that in any sort of disrespectful way, but we haven't seen any sort of nowhere near his level tonight. But it's in there, and there you go. There's another frame. Nothing wrong with being a slow starter if you're a good finisher, I suppose. And there you go. 14-12. The mountain gets a little bit bigger for Brad to climb. Brad to break. His break's been good, I mean, but just before the break there, you know, we had a brilliant chance to break this and sort of lost his white ball, and you know, his break's been going well for him tonight. And although that is an absolutely class smash, he's not made a ball. And in the mood that Fryer's getting into in the late stages of this game, you won't bet against him taking these out. And by the sounds of it, from outside and what John Steele's just put, Brentford have won their opening game in the Premier League. And my post tonight about football could quite easily say, trust the process, Mr. Arteta. Trust the process. Now, they'll put it down to the fact that Arsenal haven't spent enough money, but I don't think he's a good enough manager for them, and I've said that for a good 12, 14 months now. But hey ho, it's not about football tonight, it's about pool. And Mr. Fry's at the table with yellows in his sight. And that red going safe just compounds Brad's misery in this frame. Not the best positional shot though, not the best white, but I still think he's got options, which he's digging down now, so he has.
It's hard to tell off this camera angle what goes and what don't go from that situation, if I'm honest. Yeah, Pauli, I get that. I get that sentiment. I do. Yeah, 54 million for a centre half from Brighton. I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me, mate. But he's young. He's English. That's why his price tag's massive. Now then. Back to the poll. Just slow down, Bradley. It would be amazing what a little finish from this position would do for Brad, I think. Doing the world of good. The one thing I will say though, on the back of seeing some of the way that Brad's played tonight, is the future of these sort of comps is very, very healthy when you think about, Brad is certainly, regardless of what happens in this game, has done himself exceptionally proud for his tender age. You've got the likes of Denty coming through, and the future is very good, and you can even go beyond that age group when you look at the Bolton boys playing at their age now, and the likes of and young Orny Gold. So these comps, as long as Pull stays as popular as it is now, could run for many, many moons. Because I remember Brad as a young kid, younger than like younger than Ethan, and the likes of. And look at him now on the table against ex-world number 1 in a tight game. So the future for GY Paul is strong. Well, this is an ambitious shot. Yeah. That's an unfortunate one, and I think Brad's starting to run out of ideas a little bit here. And as Ryan said earlier on, you can't buy experience, and there's probably not many more experienced than this man at the table right now. And to be fair, what a pleasure and luxury it is to have him playing in a local comp round here. And there'll be some big names, some big local names that want to have a crack at him, I'll tell you now. Clarkey being one of them. And we're still yet to see our 90s golden boy, Mr. Wayne Cam. Back in the mid-90s, he was pretty mustard around these parts, so we've still got him to come at some point against a very tough Paul Jackson. But at the minute, we are seeing Wayne Fryer just imposing himself, I would suggest is the right word, on Brad Burrell. Played that well. He's got a little bit of wiggle room here. I think the one thing, I think Callum Lewis asked me earlier on what sort of player is Fryer, and it was impossible to ask because I don't know. I've only ever seen him a couple of times, like I So he played in the comp a couple of years ago. But it's hard to judge someone off a small races comp. But I think I get the impression that he plays the game with a massive amount of composure, but he likes to have a go at the balls. That's the analysis tonight. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's gone for these, and barring pulling off an absolute stunning shot from this position, he's probably going to give Brad a chance to get back to the table, you know. And it could be the lifeline that Brad probably needed at this stage. You know, going 15-12 behind would have been catastrophic. Don't say you don't get this, but you'd hedge your bets and say Brad probably gets back to the table. But we shall see. See what he pulls up. He's going for the bag, the only bag he can pot it in.
No, he's way away. Way away. Right then, Brad. Yeah, it went, Scott, but he was... I don't know if it's because the white was too close to the yellow, it was probably hard to negotiate, but he's left it tough for Brad, let's be honest with you. Very, very tricky. There'll be all sorts of things going through Brad's ear. Do I cut that back because the white's going around the table at 100 mile an hour? Do I try and get a snooker, but it's got to be right? Yeah, he's trying to snooker off the rail, off the red on the bolt rail, and he ain't got it. He nearly twisted it, probably full ball, a bit of top.
Friday won't mind leaving alone black at all.
Lucky Brad. Oh, now then.
Can't say there's a lot to get excited about there from Brad's point of view.
Well, let's see what he does here then.
No. It wasn't the red he aimed for. He's caught the wrong red, he wanted to hide behind the black. And 15-12, if it goes there, is 1L of an ask from any player, not just Brad.
$2.18.
Just stun a nice little black into the top left-hand bag. And he's 15-12 up. And there you go, look, how confident was that? The game has turned on its head. And Mr. Fryer now looks very, very comfortable. And Brad's just starting to just struggle a little bit. But you'd have to agree, you've seen a good game tonight.
Well, TM, I think you're probably being a little bit harsh there on Brad. You know, at this minute in time, he's taken 12 frames off the ex-world number 1. He's got ball in hand here, and he could make that 13. So I think you're being a wee bit harsh there, Tony. But I know what you're like, Tony. You like to do a bit of tongue-in-cheek. You never really mean any harm. I wouldn't disagree with you there, Gracie, to be honest. I mean, because let's be realistic. You know, once Fryer gets his arm going and gets settled in, to pot him off the table, you've got to be pretty exceptional, I would say. But for those of you sort of criticising Brad for not having played enough B game, you didn't see him in the early stages of this game, clearly, because in the early stages, the kid was on fire. Could not miss. And if he can sort of just get hold of that and harness it and protect what he's capable of doing, he's going to be an exceptional talent for a lot of years around here. That is for sure. Well, I'll tell you something, Danny Gold. The next time I do this, because of all, there was one or two bits of noise and that, it's guaranteed to be 32. And obviously the invitation for the 16 over there, and then the other 16 players like Tony, like Ian, they want to be in it. They can, if they get the dough out, they'll be in it. We'll absolutely make this comp next time a 64 man, no question whatsoever. And then they can showcase their talents, can't they? Against some of the players like this. I think Brad's done exceptionally well so far tonight, and he's not out of this game. It's a big ask at this stage, of course it is. But as John Steele just pointed out, and I said it earlier on, Fryer can go through the gears when he wants, and he has. And I still only think he's probably playing in about third gear, in all fairness. He's probably got loads more to go. I mean, yeah, you're right, Dan. I mean, the reality was it was sort of a test pilot, really, wasn't it, to see how we could get on with it, and it's been a success. And there was loads of people that fancied to go at it. So if they're ready to put the money up against the likes of Fryer and that, like Brad did, and young James Reynolds did, then we'll make it more. We'll make it 32, and you know, absolutely. Tell you what, Mr. Fryer's not played many safeties tonight, but he's played them at the right time when he has. And unfortunately, that gives Brian. Oh, hey up. Ah, here we go. Look, I've asked another young man to come and join us tonight for the late stages when he's finished playing. Is totally sober before I announce who he is, and I do like the kid. He's got a very good perspective on the game and he's a very good cueist. Mike Lawton, how are you tonight, my mate?
Not bad at all. How's it going? I see Brad started well, didn't he?
He's struggled a little bit now, Matty.
Yeah, he did start really well. He played really well at the beginning.
I think the thing is, Matt, and we've just been having this conversation, Wayne Fryer has got all the experience in the world. So Brad needs to be proud of what he's done so far. He's not out of the game. He's not out of the game.
No way.
He's a big outsider now.
Yeah, now he is. Yeah, massive outsider. He did start really well. Started absolutely unbelievable. Didn't miss much. Played the right shots. But now Wayne's got his head on a bit. He's got back in the game, hasn't he, really, Wayne?
How refreshing is it to have a co-commentator that doesn't talk about himself? Just had Jigs in here for an hour. I couldn't cope with it anymore, Matt.
Yeah, but it's not about our game, though. It's about this game that's on stream now.
Absolutely, mate. And honestly, Brad's done ever so well. There was people saying he couldn't get to 10 frames.
Yeah, you can't knock Brad. When he's playing well, he's a really good player. Really good. Better than me. He admits to me I'm a better player than him, but on the day, he's a better player than me. And that's what he admits, and he is. He is a really good player. But now Wayne's just got back in the game. He's took over. He's took the lead.
It's pressure now. And now
Fryer
feels comfortable at the table as well. You can tell, you know. He's got a second waiting for him.
Yeah, unbelievable.
In the old comp though, do not
He's really good. As soon as he gets in the zone and that's it, he's may as well put your down there. But there is people out there that will take him far, but At the end of the day, it's all down to like the right shot, the shot choice, the dishes, the safety. Fryer's got all that.
I'll tell you what has been good from Fryer, Matt. His temperament.
Yeah. He hasn't changed.
Even when he was 7-2 down.
Yeah, when he was 7-2 down, you couldn't tell.
You don't know if he was winning or losing.
His face, you could not tell.
Well, that's
You could not tell. His
experience.
face was perfectly normal.
That's experience, that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you have to fancy him to get these as well, you know.
Mm.
I think the echo is back, so I might have to do something with the mics in a minute. Look at that level.
There's a slight different gravy,
I
really.
think Fred's going to listen then and let him back in. He's not now, he's like...
Brad started well. Brad started well, I just think he started going for a bit too much, you know, because he got in front a bit, like... He got like quite far in front, and then...
We'll just sort this mic out. Matt, because it's echoing. It's not your fault, it's bloody software. Bear with me, mate. Just have to bear with me, people. It must sound awful when streams on this echoing. Bear with. Right guys, is that echo still there or are we gone? Are we still with the echo or we got rid of it? I've unplugged it and plugged it back in. Yeah, Tony Miller, that won't to screw you. You do an exceptional good job, mate. Exceptional good job. All I try to do is keep the pool flowing. And if we can get different perspectives, like from people like Matty, you've got to do it. Because this lad next to me, you know, although I'm not talking about anything but the game, is an exceptionally good QS. So he knows how to play the game. He plays it a bit different to most, don't you? They might be a bit wild, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
I do like potting and that, like... Yeah, I ain't got a good B game like that, but... It's how you play really, isn't it? It's how everyone plays, like Brad plays how he
People
does.
should play how they feel comfortable, Matt.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have people telling you what shots you should play.
Like, if Brad's played the first 10 frames, if he could play like that all the time, he
Yeah,
wouldn't lose much. He would
absolutely
not lose
agree.
much. But sometimes it gets to you, sometimes just out people outplay you and you can't do it about it.
Well, it's like I was saying about how Fryer, even like when he was behind, you wouldn't have known. Like, you can't teach
No,
that,
no,
you know.
right.
That's experience.
It's face, I've
He
been
must-
watching the game all game and like, when it was 7-2 down, you'd think it was 0-0.
Yeah.
Honestly, you would think it was 0-0. And then he's got in front, nothing changed. You still think it was 0-0.
But that's surely down to experience, isn't it? I mean, Brad's started playing.
But,
through
yeah,
wild
that's
ones,
what I
you know.
mean. Brad's having a go at a few now and he's trying to get back in the game and that. But
Sometimes you can't force it though, can you, Matt?
the way you played the first few frames though was unreal.
First
Like,
half of this game,
yeah.
if Brad watches that back, he has to absolutely be proud of what he's done there.
He played class the first half of the game. But sometimes you get excited though, that's the thing, you get excited, you go 7-2 up against a world class player and you think, I'm in the zone. But you're not, you just got to stay the same. And Brad hasn't done that, he's changed his game.
Yeah.
Like 10 frames ago, Brad would be playing safe on that now. But now, he's going for it now.
That's a really, really fair assessment. He was only goal. That's now I'm puzzled. This isn't Matty like it is because Matty's not an idiot.
Well, I have got
When
a
he
brain
stays
about
off
the game.
when he stays off too much beer, he's had a couple of pints. When he stays off too much beer,
I know the game, but I just get a bit too
Carried
much.
away, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I know the game inside out, but I just get a bit too drunk sometimes.
if the real Matty Lawton turns up on Sunday, you've got a good chance on you, mate.
Yeah.
And you've got
definitely.
£210 invested in that comp, so you need to get your head on.
Can't lose grand coming my way.
Right then.
I've got grip of death. Yeah,
What we're saying here then, Matt, what's he doing?
what's right? Yellows. He has yellows in he.
Tries at the table on yours.
So these aren't easy, but Brad's just got to think about it. If he gets another shot here, Brad, he's just got to think about it. Like, earlier, he was thinking about it, he was taking a few seconds on that. But the last few frames, I just feel like he's been getting down and just playing his normal game.
So in that one, God, you put people in the comms with the right people and you can get them doing all sorts. Mike's a good lad, he knows what he's doing. Anyway, but you're right, Matt, because it might not be pretty and it might not be sexy, but it's now survival mode, Burrell, isn't it? So if he gets a chance, he needs to like make it as difficult or as awkward as possible. So if it means taking a bag, take it. You're 16-12 down against the player with this ability. Make it hard.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to make it hard for the opponent at these stages.
But he might not get a chance to, Matt, because Fry's been taking out some mental stuff for me. And look at that. Oh,
That's a good shot.
Yeah, tell you what, that is good.
Yeah.
He's only got to drop this in, hasn't he?
Drops this in, the yellow's in, black's in.
That's what I mean, though.
All he's got to do is drop this in, it's perfect.
Earlier on in the game, we weren't seeing anything like
nothing like that. Earlier on, Wayne was playing safe there, but now he's going for him, and that's what's got to Brad. When they both go for each other, it's a good game, but it's whoever takes them out the best.
Does he get this, or does he?
I feel like Fry's has been outputting him the last half of the game.
Yeah, a few people asked me right early on what sort of player he is in terms of does he like to go for it, blah blah. And it was hard to say because I don't know. The only time I've ever really seen him was when he played in that. That Grimson Run 1 comp at Q World, and it's hard to say because it was short races.
That's the only time I've ever seen him play.
But from watching this tonight, he loves to have a go at the balls, but he does it dead composingly. Yeah. He always sort of looks what he's going to. He don't rush into it. Brad's been rushing into finishing. Yeah. Fry's been dead sort of patient.
I know, yeah. If there's like one dogsy ball, say he's got all the balls perfect, but if there's one dogsy ball Fryer, he just won't go for it.
He'll do well to get out of that though, Matt. He'll do very well to get out of that.
That's a good shot from Brad, but hopefully he don't get out of it.
Well, so he's got to play survival.
You never know. You never know. He's one of them players that you just think he'll get out of it. Two cousins around here. Plays it with side. He could get out of it, but it's getting on the black. It's not easy. You can't get on the black from there, surely.
Wow, you call that? Yeah,
to be fair,
do you fancy him to get this in the middle?
Nah, I did think he would get out of it. But I thought getting on the black, that's just mental.
You need a massive slice of luck, wouldn't you, to get on the black? But
yeah, definitely.
He's still got half a sniff off the side rail, hasn't he?
He's got to play this. If he gets this, then fair play.
Well, that's class, and Brad's just exceptional.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, let's see.
If he does get this, then that's just mental.
Here we go then.
No. 10 frames ago, Brad would be thinking about this. He'll take his time on this. And now he's just got to do the same again. Take his time and think about it.
That's a good shot.
That's a good shot.
That's an excellent shot.
He can flick the black out a little bit here as well. If he plays that in the corner, he's flicking the black out. He's on that red, guaranteed.
Really good to see Brad still playing.
He's still positive, that's the thing. You'll never see him negative.
Really
but that's not the best.
Has he not got an angle, Matt?
No, that's not the best.
Has he got to dig down?
That is not the best shot from Brad. He's got
now then, this is
pressure. That's a great shot from Brad.
Wow.
Absolute great shot.
I don't care whatever happens in this game, this lad has absolutely done himself credit, I think.
He's played that red unbelievable, really well. Yeah, great finish, Brad.
Excellent. Fire will appreciate that as well.
Yeah, really good that. Really good.
Well, 16-13, he's still got a massive amount
He has got a chance. He's just got to think about the game on that. Earlier on, Brad was taking like 30 seconds a shot.
Yeah.
Now he's gone down to about 10 seconds a shot. And it don't help.
I did notice that a little bit earlier on, you know. You know, Fryer's sort of taking his time and mapping out his routes, and Brad's sort of going down instantly, and I'm thinking, surely you don't know your route that quick.
No.
You know. I mean, there's quick players about. I mean, I don't know, Tom Stayer's a quick player, Ewan's a quick player, but they take a little bit of time just to make sure. I think as the game's gone on, Brad started to speed up and rush a bit. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, I've been out there all night. People are out there like wanting Brad to win, cheering him on and that. But I think that's like getting to Brad because it's getting him excited on that. Yeah. People out there. I've been shouting, come on, Brad. But it don't really help. It just it encourages you, really, yeah. I don't know, if you're at the table, it like encourages you to play like quicker, you want it finishing.
Entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say now, yeah. So he's trying to appease the people that are supporting him rather than thinking about
Whereas, if he concentrates on the game like he was the first half of the game, I reckon he's well back in it.
Get that. I think he's staring another frame in the face here though, you know, Matt.
Well, all these reds go, it's just how we take them. Every red on the table goes here. It's just how we take them. He's on the one in the middle, isn't he?
Yeah, all the one on the bottom left, so he can do out here.
Who's billing the bouncer?
Dan, great leaders can bring the best out of people. That's all I'll say. Matty Lawton's a good kid. He knows the game. And you know what? There's note to say that he won't be in the 32 playing in this the next time we do it. Because we're going to up it to 32. Do the 16 that have obviously had that invitation, and then we'll have 16 that want to have a go at it. And I reckon you'd have a go, wouldn't you, Matt?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I'd have a go. Might not do well, but it's all about having a go, isn't it?
You're young. These guys aren't going to be around forever. Fryer's not going to, and Clarkey and that aren't going to be forever. So if there's ever a time to come and play in this, like Denty, if there's ever a time to come and play against these guys, do it now before they're done and dusted. But
little chunky.
We'll get you on comms with Chunk one time. Right, here we go then. He's gone, Matt. You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
And you can't argue a break dish.
Nah. A break dish, you can't do it about it. You won't have to go. That's how it is. The go plum, you got get on, that's it. You can't do it about it. You can't know.
I just feel a little bit bad that I called 18-13 to Wayne Fry for the game.
Did you?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it wasn't anything against Brad at all. I just thought that was the difference between the two.
That's the thing, isn't it? Break this, you literally cannot do one single thing about it. And that's it, 17-13 when you get to this. 17-13, you cannot do a thing about that.
Well.
Brad might feel a bit frustrated on that, but deep down you cannot do a thing about a break this. You can't do it about it, you won't have a shot.
No. I hope he's not like deflated and defeated by it. I mean, I think he's put on a good show tonight.
I know, that's
I really do.
Looking at him, he feels like I could have done better, but at the end of the day, you have been outplayed. You played well the first half of the game. Brad played absolutely awesome the first half of the game.
Yeah.
But the second half is like steadied down a bit. He hasn't played the same.
Fryer's
upped his game.
Exactly. He's been a slow burning candle, hasn't he? He's just got bigger and bigger and better, like I say, grown into the game. And I said I still think there's more gears from Fryer. I don't think it's the best of him yet.
No way.
So, but Brad will keep chipping away.
Yeah, he'll probably take these out, to be honest.
Got a bit of weight to do though, hasn't he, Matt?
He has, but I reckon he will just because he's like loose on that now. In his head, he probably knows it's an hard game, yeah. It's an hard game to get back.
So just let your arm go a bit.
Yeah.
What's Tony saying? Oh, I can say is Brad will learn from this Muppet shot at 12 9. I can't even recall and go that far back, mate.
I won't either.
One shot in a game of 30 odd frames.
Yeah, it's nothing. Absolute nothing.
He's not. He goes adamant that you can't be sensible, Dan. Matt, sorry.
Oh, Dan, it is me. If you want my signature, let me know, because I'll sign your case.
Well, only going at this minute is thinking you're a better commentator than you are a pool player.
I am. Honestly, I know everything about the game, I just can't play the game.
Well, you've been around it all your life, haven't you? Bloody hell, you grew up in the Chronicle, standing on a step stool to play snooker.
I've played snooker for about 11, 12 years and that, but I don't mind this, it's alright.
Plenty of good snooker players converted to pool, mate. So, Fryer's probably just got to negotiate one tough yellow on the side rail. Are we saying? Or both of them, really, haven't he? Got to do something with them 2 yellows with the red in the middle, yeah?
Say what?
What's Shay on about?
Left an hour ago, and that is dancing off his tree to Tom Zanetti. I was cool as a cucumber in the con box. Well, the things happen. If I get invited to the commentary
box... If he's in here with me,
box,
mate, that's the way things go down, Shay. At the end of the day, pal, I'd have invited you in if you didn't hit me.
Yeah, if I get invited as comms, I've got to grow up and at my age and that. I know a lot about the game. I've been around the game 12 years probably, but I don't really go on the comms because people just think I'm a wreckhead.
Well, they'll never let you go on it because, like you say, most of the time you're out your bean, but I know you've not had too much tonight. You've been playing a bit of ball, haven't you? And you're ready for Sunday as well, aren't you?
Yeah. I've had a few games. I've had a few beers though.
I'll tell you what, Matt.
But
that's a good shot.
Yeah, I've had a few games as well. Ready for Sunday.
That was a very good shot.
Who was this? What's he on?
Fryer. He just played the yellow down the rail, nudged his bad one out.
Oh, he's on yellows.
Yeah, it could be good night, sweetheart.
Yeah. It should be, but you never know, do you?
But I don't care what anyone says. I will be the first one to go out there and say well done to Brad because
Dan, you shot that. I don't swear. I've never swore in my life.
Hey,
I promise you that.
That lighting's stopping now. Then
come on, Brad. You've got to think about this. Don't rush about it. Do not rush. Just take your time, think. Dan, you know I'm not like that when I'm on the comms. I've got to support your club. You know I'll get your customers in like that, cause
we're getting your shirt, aren't we, Lords?
Yeah.
Right, we're getting
I need a shirt. Commentary Lordsy buy.
Are you happy with that, Matt, what you just played there? I'm not sure I'm happy with that.
I like mine. The old goes just got to take them out now. He should get these, actually, really. Play the one in the middle. Play the one in the middle first, if he's on it. I'm sure always on it. I'm sure always on that in the middle.
You reckon? The camera got the ball out.
Yeah, it plays this is on that in the end. Yeah, get these all day on.
Yeah. You alright with that, ain't Matt?
Yeah, happy. I'll be happy with that. Did you win your games, mate? I haven't played. I haven't played a game tonight, mate. I've just had a knock with a few mates. Full off. A few bears on that.
Lovely. Well done, Brad. Superb. Hanging in there, kid.
He knows he can get back in the game if he plays the game right.
For me, you know.
It is hard. It is really hard, especially against Fryer. He's one of the best in the game, but
absolutely.
He's not giving up, and that's a good sign. He ain't giving up.
Matt'll always be like this while he's in here with me, Dan.
Yeah, that might come up to it. I love it. I love watching the game and that. I love it. Just sometimes when I play it, I get a bit out my bonnet.
Well, you get a bit out your bonnet when you're not playing it as well, to be fair, mate.
No.
You know.
But when it comes to stuff like this, I like it because Brad's one of my best mates. I'll always support him.
We've had Callum Lewis in here tonight, we've had Jigsy and we've had Matty, and none of them have done a discredit. They've all done well. So fair play to all of them. Although Matty's been probably a standout star in the late stages. So, Fryer. He had a break this in his last break. Has he got another one in him? The white's gone.
Off.
The white's gone.
The thing is though, Brad is one of them people that will believe that he can still win. He'll be confident still.
Is he nudging that bad red off?
All the reds go. I'd put that yellow over the bag and then if the red goes, the yellows aren't easy. I'll put that yellow. Thing is though, it's not me at the table, it's Brad. Big game, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but look at how he's standing back and thinking now.
I know.
If he'd have done that 10 frames ago when he was starting to have a wobbly patch,
He's
it might have
taking
made
his
all the
time again,
difference.
yeah. He had a few frames though, didn't he, where he just rushed about a bit. But he's thinking about this here, and that's good.
Come on, back. Keep it going.
If it goes down to the wire, that'd be unbelievable.
It
That'd be
would
class.
be for me. I'd be absolutely astounded.
I would. I'll be buzzing. I'd love him forever. Even though I do love him, he's one of my best mates. But
I
if he
said
takes
it when,
these
you know,
out,
when he was in front, and I know it's a big ask now, but I said we've already got you and Roberts in the quarters from the Marsh. But I'd have been the second player. It'd
yeah,
been
from
nice,
Marsh,
wouldn't it?
mental.
But it's something the you said, Matt, so you called that shot right.
Yeah.
He's going to get his
Clear
reds
that
he
pocket.
wants.
All the reds go. All them yellows aren't easy. There's that one safe on the right cushion. There's that one on the left cushion. All he's got to do is take his time, think about these, and he's got a right chance.
Come on, Chunk, you know how hard it can be, mate. Give the boy a bit of credit. We've done it for a few years now, Chunks. And nobody would have expected him to behave himself for that amount of time.
Oh, me. I'm always on the best behaviour, kid.
He's lost his weight again. He's done that a couple of times now.
Yeah.
£1.50 to get over that bridge, you know, Matt.
Yeah, his snooker play will exist.
You reckon?
He might not put it,
Do
but
you think there's enough distance between that white and red that he's close to block between this left top bag?
yeah.
It's hard to see on camera, he's not even looking at it. This is hard, mate. This is real tough with pressure on you. Yeah, I mean, he was a country mile away, Matt. That was hard, I thought.
It is, but there's not left out. I know Fryer's gonna snooker on here, but Brad's just got to keep his head, get out of the
Fryer's got
snooker.
an option. The thing is, the good thing
Nah,
is,
he can't go for it, no
the
way.
good thing is, if he does snooker him, he's got them 2 reds to aim at, so that's
Yeah.
a pretty decent target in it.
Yeah, we could get behind him as well. If it's a total, Brad can just well behind
Well,
him.
to be honest with you, Fry might have that on the back of his mind and actually try to do something a bit eccentric. I know that sounds crazy, but early on in the game, he was trying to check out finishes and just wasn't there.
Yeah. The thing is, with Brad playing snooker as well, he does know his angle, so it will be hard to snooker Brad and him not get out of it. It will be hard.
Well, it's making him think.
But if Wayne does leave a little gap for him for Brad to roll behind them reds, Brad will do it. I know what Brad's like. I played with him 10 years.
Here we
But-
go then. Let's see what he does, Matt. I think he's playing the safety shot like you said. He's playing it
Yeah,
in
he's
such
played
a
it
way
well, yeah,
that's
to cover.
a very close
Yeah.
shot. That's an excellent shot, in fact. Let's see what Brad comes up with. Don't want to be giving him a free shot at this stage purely because of the one on the rails. That's okay.
That's not bad, that.
That's pretty
That is
good.
alright. These aren't easy. Nah, you don't. If he gets these, then he's a magician, but.
Well, he's been
not
known to be,
easy.
hasn't he? So
Yeah,
we'll see.
no.
But I don't know if he'll go for him yet.
Yeah, I don't think he'll go for these because he's got that one on the side cushion on the right, and then he's got that just off the cushion on
Yeah,
the left.
on the left, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Pat put odds on a couple of weeks ago, Mike. I would have thought they'd have changed dramatically now because there's already 3 people in the quarterfinals, so you might still get some reasonable odds on yourself because you haven't played your first round yet, but I think Fryer was favourite with Cammy not far behind, I think. But don't quote me on that. Well, Brad could actually kiss off that
If he
red
clips
and
off
put
this,
the white on
he-
that rail, couldn't
The
he?
thing is though, he can put the white here. If he clips that with a bit of right hand
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
he could get behind that red here on the back cushion.
Yeah,
Even if he
it's
don't
going my way, though,
leaves
I
his
think.
white
Going my
here.
way, I think.
He has gone your way, but
But I think your way was the right way because
he could have done that as
because
well.
actually,
If he had a little bit of right hand side, all
Yeah,
the white was coming off here
I
behind
actually
there.
think your way was the right way, Matt. I only just see that shot just as a safety measure.
But the thing
your
is, though,
shot was probably the right
like,
shot.
I've looked on camera at that shot. Like, if I was at the table then, I probably wouldn't have seen that shot. That's the thing, when you're at the table,
weird,
it's
isn't it?
completely
Dead
different.
weird.
It's mental how
Everybody
different
always
it
says
is.
when they sit in front of a camera.
Honestly, if I was at the table then, I would not have seen that shot. But now I'm at the table and I can see the table, I've thought of that shot.
Yeah.
But
It's mental,
honestly,
innit?
if I was playing, I wouldn't have seen that shot. No way, you know I wouldn't, because I'm not like a real safety player, am I? But
It sometimes makes you wonder, you know, why that, because snooker players get the opportunity to see a TV screen, don't they,
Yeah.
under the table.
yeah,
And it just makes you wonder, sometimes they have a little glance and see the table differently to when you're at it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I know, yeah.
Because if you've got a table in front of you and you're able to see it like that, you might see a shot that you wouldn't have seen if you were just naturally around the table. But Fryer, I think, is going to have a go at these, Matt. And where's his white ball? He's okay.
What's on that, isn't he?
Well, this is a shot.
If he gets this on, probably game over, isn't it?
I would think so. Very much so.
The thing is, though, if you don't get it, Brad's got a right chance, hasn't he? But you can't really see him missing
I
this.
fancy him for this. His queuing's
Yeah.
come on immensely in this game.
Yes.
Proud of him.
Oh, come on then, Brad.
There's the old black ball case for you.
Come on, Brad. Just take your time. He's got to take his time, don't rush it.
He don't need to rush. He probably already knows his route, but just make sure every pot, Brad. That in the middle. Right in the middle. Run through it. Hey, what's he doing?
Right.
You alright with this? I'm not.
I'm not. Yeah, great cue in that, Brad.
He's
Unbelievable.
such a
That,
good cueist, isn't he?
that was a great shot. Pressure as well, that was
Such a
unbelievable.
good
Great
cueist.
shot. That was really good, that.
Needs another one now, though.
Yeah, he gets... When you're a snooker player, these are just like blacks off the spot.
Bit of pressure, though, Matt.
Nah, don't
He
miss
knows if he
this.
misses, he loses the game.
Don't miss that.
Look at that. That
Just
is
a black off the spot, that.
absolutely sensational.
But yeah, that red in the end, that was
Superb.
really impressive.
Superb.
Really impressive.
Right, I need to have a
Come on,
toilet
Bob.
break.
I am,
Back.
I am.
Oh, right, we'll be back, both back with you. We'll be both back with you in a minute. Because I'm not missing this last frame, but I really do need a pee. 2 secs. So he's made a ball. Oh no!
So open, isn't it?
Just walked past, go to the toilet while Brad was racking the balls up. Tried to give him a little shout. He would not even look at us. He is absolutely switched on. Absolutely switched on.
It's still open, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing, look, all the reds go. All the yellows go as well, but that's how you take them.
He went for that red, didn't he, there, and it could be costly, you know.
Could be very... All the reds go, all the yellows go, it's just how you take them really now. It's all pressure.
past that yellow on the bottom left-hand bag, then Matt must fly.
Yeah, that flies that.
Yeah, a lot of people think and were telling me that is it, 18-15, but...
I can't see him missing here, but he has missed a few. He has missed a few, hasn't he?
Oh, Tony Miller, if you was in this, mate, there'd be no point in anybody else entering it. But you're just going to have to just be a little bit patient and play in the 32-man one that we'll do next.
Yeah.
And then...
and I'll back you on that.
And then you can win that zone. You know, beating 16 players is nowhere near as good as beating 32. So we'll wait for you, TM. Don't you worry me all through.
Can't see him missing now, can you?
No.
See how this
It's
goes.
a shame as well because
It's all about how this set goes.
Brad went for an ambitious red in the middle off his break.
It's all about this go. How this goes. If he kisses that red, he's not guaranteed to be on it, but he's highly likely to be on it. Right?
I just think he's going to draw it back a bit, man.
Yeah, that's it. All he's got to do is go back a little bit, yeah. It's unlucky from bad, really. Unlucky. You've got to go for it sometimes, but he's let a few frames go, hasn't he?
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of quality to finish the game, and I have to say, we'll see this red before we...
towards the end,
before we say...
towards the end, Fry's up to his game, hasn't he?
But I don't care what anyone says, and anybody that criticises me putting Brad Bull in this competition...
Right, he has been class. Brad played really class. Really class.
Brad will be back.
He will.
Friday goes on to the quarter final.
The first 40 minutes.
And he has a class outfit. And we wish you all good night. And I hope you enjoyed it. And that is all she wrote. Thank you, Matty. It was an absolute pleasure. We'll certainly have you back again, my friend. To all you guys watching, we hope you enjoyed that. It was an exceptional game. Brad Burrell, absolutely outstanding effort, young man. And Wayne Fryer, good luck in the quarter finals. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you again for the next game, which I do believe is Mr. Blanchard versus Mr. Caborn.